except for ketamine. That one just floors me.
What does that do?
Dude, I just get you confused. I don't know why anyone does that drug. It's just like you get like confused. You don't know what's going on. You can barely walk. You can barely talk.
Really?
Maybe it's my body chemistry. It just fucks me up.
It's just like with the.
I think they just started filming on us in the middle of talking.
Yeah, it's like ketamine's like what the media does to our brains.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like just the drug that makes no sense to me.
That's hilarious.
Done it a few times, and every time I'm like, why the fuck did I just do that?
Is that horse tranquilizer? Is that what ketamine is?
I think a cat tranquilizer. It's what's funny is Sneeko was FaceTime and I just took some ketamine. It was kicking in. I answered it, and I was like live on an interview. He did tell me to be fair, like, hey, you're live, but I'm just didn't realize right as the drugs again. I'm just like giving interviews high as fuck on ketamine.
That's awesome.
Like, why did I just do that? That's terrible.
Ketamine.
But
yeah, I've never done ketamine.
I wouldn't recommend it. There's no reason to. There's nothing good about it.
Yeah. Like uppers just make me think I have like a good idea for a business that isn't that good.
Yeah, you like meet someone, you form a business idea, and the next day you're like, fuck, I never want to talk to that guy again.
Yeah, until 6 a.m.
Why was at that fucking loser's house last night?
Totally.
There's that shit everywhere in Hollywood on coke.
Yeah. Depending on who you hang around with. For me, it was always like alcohol because of stand-up. Like I was just always in a club or a bar. It's kind of how I avoided a lot of the craziness of Hollywood. Is
you stayed more in
I was always at the improv, yeah.
But isn't there lots of coke there, or is it more just alcohol?
Mainly alcohol. There's some
It's
coke.
hard to be funny on coke.
Yeah, you really don't have that much flow.
Yeah, it's just hard to see someone on coke being. You're not that funny when
Yeah, if you're doing stand-up on coke, you're like, no, I'm serious. Why won't you guys take me seriously? These are just facts.
Why won't you guys laugh?
Yeah, and you don't give the space to laugh. You're just doing jokes and you're not stopping at all.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense why you don't see much coke there.
Yeah, no.
You just cannot see anyone in coke being funny.
No, it takes away the funniness. It's good for travel, though. I think that's when a comedian would probably get more into stimulants, is like if you have to travel for 30 hours.
Yeah, you're exhausted, worn down. You have to show up and deliver still.
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy you have to like bring up there.
Yeah, because we would do mornings, like morning radio from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Mm-hmm. And then at night you have like 3 shows, and so you don't really ever get that rest. That's why I'm fine being off the road.
You do 3 shows, damn.
Yeah, and then the morning you're doing radio. It's like, hey, welcome to Bigot and the Bear in the morning, Ticket Stop Tuesdays.
Yeah, it is like a high when you crush. Cause I remember
oh my God, it was great.
We did that live podcast with you and Sam, and that just crushed. I mean, it was more you guys, but it's still up there. That podcast just hit live where everyone was just fucking rolling hysterically.
Yeah.
It's just that feels good when you're out there in the middle of something and everyone's just laughing their ass off in the audience.
Absolutely, no, it's addicting. I mean, just to do stand up, you start with open mics. So much failure, but like to get that big laugh it was just epic, because it's true. You're like, that joke works. Mm-hmm. And that's why it wasn't very gate kept, because it's like you can't deny that they're laughing.
No, like we had like an hour and a half of the whole audience just hysterically laughing the whole time. We had no preparation, just improv in it. And it's cool. Like, oh shit, this is hitting.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is the work. You and Sam weren't friends for a while. It's like, well, let's just go on there and see what happens. And everything's just crushing. It's like
it's great. In person, everything usually works out,
Yeah, exactly. And like, it might not, it's hard to view comedy on TV, I think, without the energy. Do you feel the same way? Like, I like comedy, but I don't like watching on TV.
I never watch it. And the manipulation of the laugh tracks, It's like Seinfeld, a lot of these, Seinfeld's about like 4 sociopaths just ruining everyone's lives. But they just put a laugh, and then everyone's like, oh, like the term anti-Semite comes from Seinfeld. Like it's like
it is a show by the Jays.
Yeah, but it's like before that it wasn't even an insult. Like Seinfeld, it was his uncle was constantly calling everyone an anti-Semite.
Are you serious?
Yeah, before that it
was just like this. It was just normal accepted. Like yeah.
Oh yeah, there wasn't like a thing to say. Like nobody was like, hey, that's anti-Semitic. I remember before that became a thing, and then it just became a thing. It's like cisgender. Like when that happened, I'm like, what the hell is cisgender?
That's just normal.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with the other term.
Yeah, and a Semite is someone who speaks like Arabic. It doesn't even make any sense.
It's like the Palestinians and Lebanese.
Yeah, exactly.
They're Semitic. You gave me these 2 really cool coins. I got this one's a real silver coin, which they don't make anymore.
That's right.
And then this one, I can't show the back of it. It's a German.
Yeah, it's from an era.
Time period, yeah. But my producer pointed out something really interesting. No ridges on the German coin. Ridges on the American coin. I have no idea why.
That's great.
This is money had crashed in Germany. And
exactly.
They had brought back coins and made the money worth something again.
Yeah, no, the story of man is in money. It's like, that's why I love coins, because you can't erase it. It's just like the symbols, what it's made out of, the writing on it. It's really, because we, like, everything that's happening right now is related to the financial world.
Yeah.
Fiat.
It is. It's like, you realize, I kind of realized it, but the Epstein files, reading through those, I realized, the banking elite and these shorts and the stock market, that's how they control the world. Like, I knew it, but then it really just showed it.
Yeah, and how lazy they are, too. Like they're just like the goy, the goy work.
This is how the J makes money when they're talking about like shipping future shorts.
Exactly.
Really, they shorted shipping futures and then probably did something to crash the shipping markets, maybe Somali pirates or something.
Exactly.
And then just make a bunch of money.
Yeah, it's like COVID. They shut down shipping.
Yeah.
If you know that's coming, you can just make all this money.
How would they know it's coming?
Right, like Howard Lutnick, like Trump's tariffs. You saw that grapple, right?
Yeah, he made Trump do the tariffs, and he was betting against them shorts like 25 cents to the dollar. So he just cleaned up. That guy is such a scum.
Yeah.
He's also, there's the government has Bitcoin reserves. He's the guy that audits it. He won't allow audit. He's like, no, trust me, it's all there.
Oh my God. Yeah, whenever that's how they're manipulating silver. It's best way to think of fiat is like they have like 1 silver ounce and they print like 200 claim checks. Like if you're putting your jacket in a party, they give you a claim check. Like, bring us the ticket, we'll give you the jacket. Imagine if you put in one jacket and they do 200 claim checks. No one notices as they're in the party. As soon as they want to leave, it's like, where's my jacket? It's
not there.
Yeah, I think silver should be like thousands an ounce right now. Like, it's totally manipulated.
They deliberately crash it. I don't know the deal behind that, but like you said, they're selling silver that doesn't exist, so it's easy to crash it. And unfortunately, I hear they're doing this with Bitcoin now.
Yeah, they do it with everything.
Yeah, and this is real silver, so it's worth something.
Yeah, exactly.
Manipulate this. Like this holds value today. This is worth a lot more than a quarter. It's a quarter, but it's a real silver quarter.
Yeah, and pennies were worth like 6 cents a penny or something because it's made out of copper. Like, if you just melt down pennies, they're worth more than the penny.
Yeah, they don't make it out of that anymore, right? But
no, that's why they got rid of pennies.
Yeah, pennies are pretty useless.
No, they like wishes and promises by liars and traders, you know?
I mean, they literally print money that doesn't exist and charge us interest.
Yeah, it's magic.
Yeah, it's magic.
Spells.
Kind of like, isn't that the book you wrote? I haven't read it yet, but about wizards and spells.
Yeah. It's called How to Slay a Wizard. It opened at #1 on Amazon for pop culture, which is pretty cool.
Congrats.
Thanks.
I need to read that.
Yeah, no, it shows what they do and how it's all controlled by words. Like, you know, Iran is a threat to our nation is not a lie. It's just which nation. You know, safe and effective. Safe at what? Effective at what? You know, 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Which curve?
The economy?
Yeah, it's like these little word spells are how people are controlled because they don't, you know, just like wicked people assume everyone's also evil.
Yeah.
I know you faced the same thing, and so did I. I didn't know how wicked people were because I couldn't even imagine it. Like, I always assume
we would never like harm a child, so you can't imagine anyone wanting to harm a child. That's just sick and evil and beyond our imagination.
Exactly. Or like a charity is like, we help people. You know, I assume, you're helping people, but which people do what? They could be like,
I did some work for a charity out of San Francisco. It was a J running it, and it was supposed to be helping the poor people, and they were just like flying us out private, putting us up in like suites.
Totally.
Suites here in Vegas, taking us shopping on the money, like trying to impress us. But I was just disgusted by it.
Me too.
Like, you know, taking me to like these, you know, expensive front seat concert tickets. Came to Vegas with a couple of us and spent like, I don't know, what is it, charter a private jet, all these suites, probably, you know, a couple $100,000 at least. And this is people, I don't know, hopefully it's other rich people giving the money to these charities and like money laundering. Then it makes it not as bad, but it's still like, wait, this is supposed to be helping poor people, and it's just
no. But I've been one of those guys without a lot of money, giving like $20 to help something, and that's what they do with it.
Doesn't that suck? Yeah, when if you're like don't have the extra money, you're giving it to help, and then they're stealing it. Now, there are some good charities. Let's make that clear, but just be very careful what you're giving to.
Yeah, that's why you know them by their fruits. Like, that's so important because it's like what comes from the charity. So many of these charities, you know, nothing ever comes from it. Like, whatever they say they're stopping is going up, you know?
Yeah. The only good one I did, my friend was running one where he was bringing athletes, these inner city kids, and working with them. And, you know, I can't say if I made any change or not, but it seemed like the kids
those
were
are good.
It seemed like they were so happy to work with me and training on martial arts, and like they would start opening up. Remember one black kid goes, I've never felt comfortable around white people before. Like, you're like normal. And it just made me like, wow, the guy wasn't able to talk to white people. That's kind of, he's
That's
probably like
nuts,
14
right?
or something, but I guess he lives in an all black neighborhood. There's like some Samoans and stuff out there too. But to tell me from the first time he's ever been comfortable on a white person, that's like weird.
Well, that's how I judge charities. Do they want my time? Like, then I'm all about it. Like, because that you can measure. You can say that interaction definitely helps.
Yeah.
But if it's just money, it's almost like the sale of indulgences, like what Martin Luther went against with the Catholic Church, where it's like, if you give me money, I release you of your guilt. And then they just use that money as this big, circle.
You see like these like pastors that are flying around private jets.
Yeah.
They're just disgusting.
Disgusting.
There's one looks like a demon to me. I can't think of his name. He literally looks demon possessed. I don't know like how followers don't see it.
Do people's faces start showing what's going on down? Like Laura Loomer becoming the mask?
Dude, that is scary.
That's crazy.
Like, what is going on with that?
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be mean. It's not like I'm judging someone's looks. It's like she did that to her own face.
Yeah, like, why?
I think when your internal world is ugly, it's like you want to make your external world ugly too, so that it matches, so it doesn't have that pressure.
Yeah, or do you think she's trying to make herself pretty and just delusional?
Yeah, no, I think she thinks she's making herself prettier, but it's...
I remember there's some pool party here in Vegas a couple years ago, and then like the VIP section, and there was like 12 models they brought in, and they all had fake lips, like fake everything. I think they were all young, but it made them look older because they had all this work done.
It's crazy, man.
Over being like, these girls have all just made themselves ugly when they were pretty. It was sick.
I mean, it gets to the point, but with Laura Loomer is to a point
she's to a point where it's just like Saw.
Yeah, it's to the point where I think they're going to make her one of those characters like Stephen Hawking where they can just swap them out. Because you could get a Laura Loomer mask and anyone, like Denzel Washington could be Laura Loomer. Like, like you could just put a mask on.
Just work on his accent a little bit.
Yeah, it's like Stephen
Maybe
Hawking.
You don't even have to. Just get some black guy with Ebonics speaking with Laura Loomer.
Okay, all right, okay. Yeah. Little Denzel.
Don't you go against the Jews. They could do Tatum. Officer Tatum could do it.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't pick that guy out of a lineup of three dudes. Like, people talk about Officer Tatum. Like, who the hell is this guy?
He's this, like, fat, like, black guy who, like, if you look at the definition of a coon in the dictionary, it's Officer Tatum. He's
just to sell out.
But to Israel. He just, like, worships Israel. He went out there and did an interview with Netanyahu, and he's like, yeah, man, I only had one kid spit on me. Christians aren't hating here. Can you imagine saying only one kid spit on you? I've never had a kid spit on me in my life.
I've never had a kid spit on me.
I'd smack the shit out of him.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's not going so well for the Israelis these days.
It's ugly. But
it's getting
like,
ugly, man.
But like our whole government is still beholden to them. It's insane because it's so unpopular. I talked to a MAGA guy recently with a few 100,000 followers. He's being paid to support it. Like, I can't believe he told me that. It's like, it makes you look worse. I'm not going to call him out because I like the guy, but it's just embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm like, how are you still supporting this? It's like, they're literally paying these guys. It's Jays, people being paid, and like dumb boomers.
Yeah, I think that it's so unpopular. The boomers they're pretty wrecked though. I mean, they had a lot of psyops. I try to have sympathy for the boomers, but
it's hard.
The Moon, Woodstock, Manson, that was all in one month.
Yeah.
They're playing golf on the moon. Some pregnant chick gets ripped apart, and then Woodstock. And all three of those events seem highly manipulated.
Well, Charles Manson, the guy whose house he went to was, Roman Polanski.
Yeah, who had to flee for pedophilia,
who had raped young girls and pedophilia.
13-year-old.
I think there was some connection there. He probably wanted that girl. He probably didn't want that kid. He probably wanted her, like, sacrificed in the baby.
Oh, yeah.
I'm speculating, but...
I mean, if it even happened, they really get theatrical to the point where if
they overdo it. Like Stephen Hopkins, you mentioned earlier. That's just... I'm so retarded that I believe that. Like, some retarded guy is the smartest guy in the world, they're trying to tell you.
Yeah, and it's a thing that kills you in 5 years, but for 50 years, he's just like... And he's just in a wheelchair... He's like, there is no God. Like, you could just put a dummy in there and say anything you want. You're just like you could just type it out. Same with Helen Keller. Someone who couldn't speak, hear, or see since she was 6 months old from Alabama somehow has a British accent. She's like, it's not blindness. I'm like, she's British. It's and if you look at the miracle worker,
it's impossible.
Oh my God, dude, just being deaf. Or just being blind, and she's writing books about socialism and eugenics and stuff. They said she flew an airplane.
I'm not getting in that plane. A woman, blind, deaf, and dumb. I'll pass. Was she Asian too?
Oh my God, that's funny. No, yeah, it's humiliation, dude. But then all her books are about socialism and, tolerance and stuff. It's like, so she's never heard or seen anything in her life, and just some other little grab was just rubbing her hands like this, and she's like, oh yeah, for real. Like it's nonsense. And we're tested on this, and they're like telling us if we're smart or not.
And you have to agree with it or you get a bad grade. You have to pretend.
Yeah.
You have to pretend like the answer they want versus the truth. You have to be like, yeah, Helen Keller.
Yeah, and the deep spiritual aspect is the miracle worker. Like that's the spell. That's a miracle. Like that science made a miracle. And she didn't even exist.
Right, it's kind of like the other thing they pushed on us so heavily, that certain event that you can't question.
Oh, right. Yeah, because that puts you in permanent. That's like all that kind of stuff's in the book. Not that exact one, but the grievance where you're the permanent victim.
Yeah.
And so you want to have the biggest, like Lutnick says that his brother died in 9/11. He
skipped work that day when he was hanging out with Jeffrey.
He skipped work that day.
Oh no, he was hanging out with his kid. I'm sure that guy really loves his kids. He spends a lot of time with his children.
Yeah, he brought his kid to school on a day where there wasn't even school. Like his kid wasn't, and those guys never take their kid to school.
That guy's not taking his kid to school. His nanny is or something.
I don't even know if he had a brother. They're like, yeah, but his brother died.
Well, I think he inherited the whole business. That's how rotten these people are. They'll take their own brother out.
Yeah, they can't enable each other constantly. Yeah, and then him and I think I texted you this, that their addresses are 9 and 11.
Yeah, that's
him and Epstein.
I saw that. Like they're so into this numerology, 9/11 and then 9/11. They did it on 9/11. Like these people believe in this numerology, like 666, 33. I don't know a lot about it, but I don't believe that's a coincidence.
Yeah, Jared Kushner bought 666 Fifth Avenue for $1.8 billion.
Wow.
And 1.8 is 3 6s.
Wow.
6, 12, 18. Yeah, they love that. They love that
company,
stuff.
I think Black Cube, which is an Israeli cyber company that harasses people. I think like Harvey Weinstein hired them. Their phone numbers all end with 666.
Oh yeah, I knew that dude's son was a comic. I forgot his name.
Whose son? Harvey Weinstein's?
No, the guy who owns. It's like the private CIA. It's called
this Israeli thing. Black Cube. That one.
Yeah,
it's Black Cube. That's the cube of like Saturn worship.
Yeah, Saturnian. What's that dude's name? I forgot his name.
Real funny. And then we ate some kids.
I know. Dude, they're so dumb. It just gets so tedious where they're like, aren't I clever? You're like, dude, people like when I first had a child is when I really was like, there's ramifications for these lies. Like lies take on a life of their own. Like when you lie to someone intentionally, it's like they just go off and they think life is like that, and all the damage I think ripples back to the liar.
I won't lie to my kids. Sometimes people will be like, "Are you like it's a small lie?" I'm just like, "Yeah, I just don't."
I don't either. I don't lie to anybody now.
People are like, "Just lie to her." Like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and we'll still do stuff that everyone does, like the tooth fairy. But I'm like, the tooth fairy's mom.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, people have been, oh, you don't even want to lie about Santa Claus. Like, we can still do it, but like, how am I just gonna lie when I'm telling her she has to tell me everything, the truth, and then I'm just lying to her? That's going to break the trust.
Yeah, it does break the trust. So then later when she's 17 and you tell her fentanyl's bad, you were the guy that said someone came down a chimney.
And I told her I'm never going to lie to her. And then,
exactly.
It's like...
And that's how the chimney lies start, like a certain event in a certain decade. It's like, oh, Santa comes down a chimney. We don't even have a chimney. But
build one.
Yeah, build a chimney. There's only one chimney at this camp with a, swimming pool.
You know how I know it's real, though?
How?
The shoes.
The shoes. Yeah, like that spell. So if it was a pile of gloves, it wouldn't have an effect because people just forget their gloves or their jackets. You never forget your shoes. That's why they like shoes and eyeglasses, because you don't just forget you could be like, oh, I forgot my jacket at the party. Like a pile of jackets.
Sometimes my ADHD, I just leave shit things.
But the shoes.
If you go to an Asian home, you have to take your shoes off.
That's a good point.
You're probably not going to leave without them.
Yeah, and then they make fun of how big my feet are.
You're a giant. We took a picture before this, bro. You're like 6'10" or something.
6'8",
you look small. I was kind of pissed. I'm like, fuck you, Giants.
You're not. Everybody says fuck you to the Giants. Like David and Goliath.
No one likes you.
I was trying to write an email to the ADL. The David and Goliath story is pure hatred. You know,
We
because
hate you guys.
oh yeah, they brought like a banned weapon to a fight. Like imagine if you're doing UFC and someone brings
like a sling.
yeah, someone brings like a gun
And everyone cheers me on, like, yeah, fucking take this giant out.
Dude, David was part of a NGO that got rid of all the slings because of a Sandy Hook event back in the Canaanite days.
And he brought one.
And then he brings one, kills the giant. Everyone's like, oh, we killed the giant. And then they clipped his dick after he was dead.
Why did they clip his dick after he died? They want to turn him into a J?
Yeah, they're obsessed with clipping those dicks. Yeah, and everybody like look at Jack and the Beanstalk. That's hate speech.
I mean, we hate you guys.
I know you stole my golden goose and then killed me, and that's like
And we cheered on, like
cheered
yeah, you got
on.
this giant.
Gulliver's Travels. Oh, time down, rape him. You know.
You guys have been almost wiped out.
Yeah, and it's not like life is better when you're huge. It's like I'm first pick in basketball, and then people get mad at me, like it's my fault. They're like, big man. I'm like, dude, I'm not.
Why do you suck at basketball? What the fuck?
It's because I'm white. I'm not black.
Pick the tall black guy.
Yeah, any size black guy. Just pick the black.
Yeah,
like he
they've
gets
also
it.
spent a lot of time doing that. Like I've never played fucking basketball.
No, I had to go to
I
school.
look at balls. I'm like, I'm not gonna go like play with a ball on a court.
Right, like we had to go to school when we were kids.
Yeah.
The blacks didn't. They just played basketball.
Yeah, they sat around and played basketball. Their parents, it's partially true is why it's funny.
It is true.
They just sit around and play basketball.
Yeah, totally.
Uncle Tyrone, smoke some weed.
Yeah, they had more free time as kids to play games.
I lived in like a shitty area when I was like in 20. I had no money with San Francisco. All like the hood areas right there. All the kids would just run around unsupervised all day,
all day long.
Kids with shitty diapers, kids out of school age. Like, what do they do?
Yeah.
I wasn't really that aware of stuff back then. Like, what is going on with all these people?
And they actually they vax black kids more than white kids now.
Really?
Yeah,
because they just fall for it.
Yeah, and I think that, as much as my bike was stolen, I love to make fun of black people. That being said, there is some like systemic stuff going on with like trying to keep them really docile in those areas.
I agree. There's some issues, but it's also being deliberately done, some of it. Like I want to bring them up. It would help all of society to get them doing better.
100%.
I'm critical of black people because I want them to do better, not because I hate them. It's
exactly. That's why if I'm going to make fun of a white group and I don't make fun of a black group, that's like treating them like they're retarded.
Exactly.
It's actually robbing them of their humanity.
No, exactly. People want to be like, there's a guy with a wheelchair who made fun of him. He's like, I'm glad. It might have been you even. He's just like, I'm glad I got.
Oh, yeah. I make fun of vets. Because no one would make fun of vets. Yeah, and wheelchair guys.
I'm glad that you made fun of him and included you. Because he always gets left out. No one will touch it. He's like, but you, I think it was you.
It was me. Yeah, I do a bit about how like.
He was so happy that you included him.
Yeah, like they could at least help out. I'm like, you get the best spots at Home Depot, like not the moms with all the kids. No, you with your special throne. I'm like, maybe you could help out society. Put like a mower blade under that wheelchair. Start mowing the grass. Like and he's like dying laughing.
Yeah, he said no one will ever touch it. Like it's sacred. And
same with the veterans.
Like, it makes him feel like weird because no one ever make any jokes at it. So it's like too serious. Like, oh, we can't make fun of the guy with legs. So he was just like, oh, I finally got included. Yeah, I guess he's not being included in the comedy. He's not being included in the show.
Exactly.
So you included the guy.
That's actual supremacy, where you're like, you think you're so much better.
No, it's kind of sad that he's
super sad.
Because we were talking to the guy after, and he's like, oh, he felt so happy that he got included. Thanks for watching Fight Back Podcast. If you like the show, like, subscribe, or share the video. There's also donation links in the descriptions. Why buy or sell a gun from a company that hates you and your values when you can support free speech and the podcast by going to armslist.com to buy, sell, trade all firearms and accessories. So to get the discount, go to armslist.com and put in promo code FIGHTBACK and it'll be only $1 the first month.
Yeah, it's the same with veterans. Like, think about how many veterans, Iraq or Afghanistan for them, they shot a couple people and guard some opium fields, And so, but they're still like good dudes, and everybody's just thanking them and worshiping them. And so I would do this bit where I'm like, I don't celebrate Veterans Day. If you really wanted to lay it on the field, Memorial Day. Like, if you're not willing to die for Israel, like, you're not a hero to me. And they're just die laughing because they're like, thank you for releasing this. Because it's like a spell on these people where they're like worshipped as idols.
Yeah. It's like they're doing their job. And,
they're just doing their job.
I respect them, even though I hate what they're fighting for because they think they're going to defend the country. I think a lot of them now don't know.
Yeah,
they're sacrificing it all. And like, you know, there's guys with like, some of these guys would come in train jiu-jitsu with like no legs and stuff. There was this program in New York that would bring these like wounded vets through.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, lost her legs for fucking Israel.
It sucks, dude. But it's like, have you ever been praised for something that you didn't even do? You feel like really bad about it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
That's what happens with me with like farming. Like I do farm, but if I didn't do podcasting, I wouldn't be able to afford it because that makes like you've met my goats.
I got some of your cheese and eggs right here, which I can't say it's fucking amazing. Your cheese, eggs, and milk is like.
But I like won't kill my goats, which is like
that's what happens to a lot of people, I think.
Dude, I basically have a lesbian hobby farm at this point, so it's like
because your kids would get mad at you too, I bet.
Yeah, and they're like dogs. I like them, so it's like I don't. Whenever people are like, "Oh man, you know, you just farm, you're off the grid, you like don't have to be in the system," I'm like, "Nah, dude, my electric bill sucks. If I didn't have podcasting, I some months I like lose tons of money because I don't want the credit. Like I don't want someone to look at me like I'm something I'm not.
Because you still have to work to make money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still paying my taxes. I still have electric bills. I still go to the grocery store.
Your place is amazing though.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like I almost never stay with people, but like if I go there again, I'll stay at that extra place you have. I'm like,
yeah, my family loves you too. You know,
it was just so amazing up there and fresh. The air, your kids could just run free. The animals, the mountains around. I was just like, wow, I need to go visit again soon.
Dude, it's real. It's like this world is actually awesome. Everything that sucks is like a lie on a lie on a lie.
Yeah, you can just turn your phone off and life's still great.
It's still so great, man. And my kids love you. After you taught them how to choke me out, dude, they're like, I don't know if you saw it.
Awesome.
I texted you that they're like jumping rope. They're like training.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I think they saw they could take down the giant.
Like I could take the giant.
No, they will. They'll be like, get the giant.
You saw how tight that choke, when I fixed the kid's choke though, like how like insanely tight it is.
It's like, amazing, dude.
If you're not paying attention, they can put you out. You got to get a little scary. It's a little scary teaching kids too good because you're not paying attention. They could like put you out. So you have to be like, hey, don't like put me out when I'm not paying attention.
Like you showed me, I had no idea. I thought it was always about air. It's about blood.
Yep.
Like I had no idea, dude.
Don't understand that concept. They think they can hold their breath, but it cuts the blood to your brain and you go out proper choke like 2 seconds.
Yeah, because my thing, I was like, I can hold my breath.
As people always say.
And no, dude, it's like once the blood stops pumping, it's like I've never felt so out of control in my life. It was very fascinating.
It is, and a lot of people don't quite understand the martial arts, and that's why I think all kids should train some kind of martial art or wrestling, some kind of like. It just makes you tougher. It just toughens you up. And speaking of blood, it's a little off topic, but George Floyd was not blood choked. It's like they sacrificed him because they didn't bring any actual experts to understand how to choke people. They just said, oh, he died. They didn't even put a defense. Anyone that knows chokes knows you can't choke right here. It has to be right here coming upward.
Interesting.
Isn't it crazy how they just
it's like the 30-06.
Yeah, the 30-06. Yeah, I don't know a lot about guns, but everyone says
there's no chance that moon was the 30-06. It's zero.
Wow.
Yeah, there's no chance. I mean, that would have blown his head off. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like that'll blow a hole in an elk like this big. It's like insane.
Yeah, that Valhalla TV, I talked to him too, and he's just saying.
Yeah, no, I like that guy's channel.
Ex-Green Beret, I believe.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, yeah. When I asked him, so how did you turn? Well, I'll tell you, how did you turn against Israel? He's like, I look what they did to Palestine. I went into these special missions. We would absolutely never do that. Well, maybe it's changed now because they're striking girls' schools in Iran. But it's like someone that's actually been there, who's been in combat. They can look at this and be like, this is evil. And that's also who I want to look out for, a gun expert. If I want to be like, hey, can a 30-06 do that? And ask a guy like that and listen to him. Like, you know, if you want to know about chokes, come ask me. Yeah, I'm not going to try to tell you what 30-06 can do because I'm not an expert in that field.
Yeah, like my area is filled with those type of guys because they're in the military. Mm-hmm. Then they moved to North Idaho, and I like train with them and stuff. I saw you were shooting some guns with Nate Diaz, and that was cool.
Down to Texas.
Yeah,
a bunch of people out there. This guy Brandon Herrera.
I saw that. That's
he
cool.
just won a political seat.
Good for him.
The guy he was running against, he had some kind of affair, and the girl set herself on fire.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't think girls usually kill themselves by setting themselves on fire.
Oh, dude, what a dark world,
right?
Man.
What a dark world,
dude.
Yeah, right. I think Brandon's pretty awake, you know.
Good for him.
So we'll see. I don't know him really well, but I think he's definitely the right direction.
Yeah, but the George Floyd thing. I mean, here's a funny spell. So do you remember when they had his like 3rd grade teacher on CNN? It was like George just wanted to be a judge, and there was like a little kid's picture. Do you remember her name? Her name was Waynell Sexton. So I know teachers. You know, you don't keep all your kids' homework. You don't keep some hood rat's homework for 25 years.
George Floyd, you're not going to keep his homework for 25
No. And then her name, I've never seen a woman named Wainel, like anal, and Sexton, like anal sex. They do that all the time to make things sound sexual.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's like they're like playing these games with words.
Yeah, I mean the soul of the shoe. It's like in your subconscious. It's called Twilight language.
Yeah,
it's a pile of souls.
They really are trying to like cast spells on
100%. Yeah, no, there's like a science behind it. That's why I wrote that book. It's because my dad taught rhetoric, and my mom is just super down to earth. Like she's just like an awesome normal person. But my dad, I've like a little bit of Hogwarts in me, like an eighth. And so I'm not like that. Like I don't like lies. I don't want to manipulate anybody. I actually want to help people see how it works. Because that's how I know if something's evil, is if it's deceptive. Like I would have more respect if they were like, yeah, we're going to just kill all these people.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's fucked up, but like at least you're just honest. Coherent.
Yeah, it's being honest.
Like what you say, what you do, what you think, it's all coherent versus like, I'm going to trick you so that you sign off on my wicked ways so I don't get as much backlash. And that's what I want to educate people on, because these things happen, you know?
Yeah, no, it's just they lie about it. They manipulate the words. You know who'd be interested? You know this guy, Brian, Demon Erasers? I had him on recently. He's talking about all the spell stuff. I asked him, like, oh, you know Owen Benjamin? He's like a fan of yours.
Oh,
we
cool.
should do something together sometime.
I'd love to.
Like, this time I hadn't done you one-on-one for a while, so I didn't want to, like, if you were sticking around and say, hey, maybe Brian would drive out. Because that's what he said, like, oh, I'd love to do something
Dude,
with Owen.
I can come here whenever you want.
Yeah, we should do something, me, you and Brian.
I'd love that.
It don't need to be rushed, but it would just be fun.
I'd love that.
He's a strange guy, but I like strange people. He's like totally, I met him in here in the morning. He comes in, he's like, oh, I prayed I was going to meet you today. The weirdest opening
awesome,
I've ever had.
man.
I'm just kind of like, okay. But then I started talking to him. We did a podcast right after.
Dude, weird just means unpasteurized, not homogenized.
I know people that are totally different like that. He's just completely different, but like, I think you guys would get along.
I'd love that. No, everybody is different. That's why they boiled all the milk. Like, that's why I love bringing you guys dairy products.
Yeah, like, well, the cheese is better, but the milk, I'm not a milk drinker. I eat cheese, not milk. I didn't know milk could taste that good. You handed me that fresh milk, I was just like, whoa.
So you want a conspiracy theory? Yeah. All right, so we're talking about how Jacob Rothschild only appeared in government twice. One was for Israel and the other was for boiling milk.
Yeah.
Because so heavy metal overload, the thing you've got to do is drink a lot of milk. And this is protocol. This is protocol for like metal workers. I have metal worker buddies that if they get too much zinc or any kind of metal in them, it's like drink a gallon of milk because the milk flushes your body. So, and my mom used to teach breastfeeding to women, because back then she saw through the gravel. She was anti-vax in like the 70s, and so
awesome.
And so she was like, human milk for children, they get the immune system. It's why I'm such an overgrown freak.
Yeah.
Maybe they should have given me a little soy.
You had a little too much
That's
milk.
why these little grabblers with the slings are trying to take me down.
Stop growing.
And so they called it SIDS when a vaccine injured baby would just die, And she said that if a baby was vaccinated, if they were breastfeeding, they wouldn't die.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the only death she saw was a soy-based baby with like a vaccine.
It's always within a couple of days of the vaccines, almost all the SIDS deaths.
Yeah, because the vaccine doesn't, because it has mercury and aluminum in it as like adjuvants. Is that what it's called? And so that doesn't work if you have a good source of milk in your body. And so it just flushes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if you're breastfeeding your baby, there's a good chance that nothing happened when they got vaccinated. And so I think that they needed both of those things for the vaccine schedule to work, is to like not be exposed to good milk. And then
clearly breast milk is what a baby's designed to drink.
Yeah.
Not give your kid breast milk if you have an option is insane.
Exactly. It's like margarine and butter. It's like they want to take out that healthy
margarine.
fat.
When I was a kid, butter was bad. Remember? It was this campaign against butter.
Oh my God. And then the food pyramid, it was like eat mostly bread. Remember? It's like just bleached, bromated bread.
Cereals with sugar.
Unbelievable. And then they just pretend they never did it. Because I'm wrong all the time. But the key is just like, will they bring it up?
They are.
Yeah, but totally. But it's like, but I'll own it.
Less than they do.
I'll own it. It's like, I thought Candace Owens was like the biggest shill ever. I made fun of her all the time. And now I'm like a fan.
That's funny. You like make fun of her all the time.
Yeah, because I was like, I got out of the J spell in like 2016. So it was 2017. And I went through a lot of heat for that. And she was at like PragerU. And so in my mind, I had imprinted that she was this like token black shill for like the Jays. Yeah. And then so when she starts saying base stuff, I'm like, oh, it's just another thing. And then I see her suffering for it. I see like she starts saying stuff I didn't even know about. And I'm like, okay, I'm a fan. I like her.
No, I think she's genuine. I don't watch her show very often, but I think she's genuine. I'm sure she gets stuff wrong occasionally. But I think she's saying what she thinks true and overall doing a huge good. I know she gets a lot of hate, this and that, but she's waking up so many girls, minorities.
Yeah.
I think she's doing a huge plus service.
Me too. And a lot of the hate she's getting is on a level where I'm like, oh, she's definitely good then. Because like people are losing they're like, she's a demon, she must be burned alive.
There was like 50 tweets the same day with worded exactly the same with like the demon and it's like, oh my god.
And that happened to me. Yeah, it happened to me in 2017. Same guy, Jeremy Boring.
Oh god.
You know, calling me a demon. All that. It was the same stuff. And I'm like, oh, so she's cool. And so I don't mind being wrong. I'm like, I'm pleasantly
we
wrong.
All get stuff wrong.
Yeah, and versus like the wicked that I think are the ones that they can't be wrong. Because my slogan is I might be wrong, but I'm not lying. Their slogan is I might be lying, but I'm never wrong.
Yeah.
So it's like all their deception, you catch them doing it, and they're still they're like, oh, you're so petty, you had to look it up. And you're like, dude, just own it. You just got caught lying.
Yeah, but they won't.
They can't own it.
Well, it was crazy. Earlier you mentioned the milk. When you said, or someone else said the only time Rothschilds are 2 times, one was for milk. I'm like, that can't be right. I looked it up. It was. The Rothschilds, these are like the richest people probably to ever live.
Yeah.
They went, was this in England or where was it? They went to government to speak to get them to like ban regular milk. Like, yeah, they care about your health. Sure, people.
Exactly.
No, the Rothschilds want to make sure you're eating good pasteurized milk because they really care about your health.
Yeah, because they farm
Imagine
people.
Believing that. The people that probably believe the Rothschilds care about their health.
I know. It's unbelievable. That's like, oh yeah, they just want the best for you.
The Rothschilds. They're looking out what's best for you.
Like they just really want you to live a fulfilling life.
Yeah, right? That's why Jeffrey Epstein's just trying to do good for the Rothschilds.
All those pornos are to give you fun ideas in bed with your wife.
Yeah, it's gonna help
you. It's gonna bond you.
No, the poison of porn. We're a little older, so we didn't really we didn't have access to it. Like, right?
Yeah.
If I got a Sears catalog, we'd be like stoked. But like these kids growing up now, they have their smartphones. Like, it'd be hard not to watch it when you're like 12 years old.
Totally.
Some boy. I didn't realize how young kids were getting addicted and the poison it was. Because to me, I got in college, I started having sex. I didn't really care about porn. Like, I've watched it, obviously, but never like a lot. I thought it was like something, I thought porn was always something that people just watched on like rare occasions, other than like the freaks. Remember they have to go down to those booths where you're in a jerk off booth. You know where you're a degenerate freak if you're in a jerk off booth in like the crackhead area.
Yeah, and there's like a normal person at the counter, like, you know, like a video rental place where you had like the
you'd have to go in and rent
part.
them or get magazines where it's like humiliating. It was,
you had to like
hard
own
to
it.
get. Yeah, and you had to have like a TV to watch it in. It was just like difficult, as it should be. Then it's not that big of a problem. Still not great, but it can't become a big problem. But now it's just every kid has access to it.
Well, the good news, I think it's so overblown now that I think it almost is like disgusting again for people. Mm-hmm. Where it's like, yeah, I was trying to watch it through the lines. Remember that? Like you'd go out to like Skinamax.
Yes.
And there's like, oh, I saw
it's
it.
All blurred out.
Yeah, and
like,
I was so pumped.
Titties. Yeah, because
you like my brother had RoboCop 2 mislabeled.
Yeah.
And I was like freaking Gollum from Lord of the Rings. I was just like, oh, this is the best ever. And so I didn't like get to watch a lot, but in my mind, I'm like, dude, it's the greatest thing I've ever seen. But like now, I think if I was exposed to what people are exposed to, I'd be like, this is like nuts.
And they just keep going more and more because you have unlimited hardcore pornography. Imagine if like 12, 13-year-old boy, you're just going to go harder. I mean, girls too, but boys more. So it's just making people a little deranged, like not healthy.
Yeah, it's like eating candy and then eating a pear. You know, it's like you can't taste it. Like, I mean, that's why these dudes have like erectile dysfunction and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like
watching porn nonstop.
Yeah, because you don't get the stimulus anymore. You know, I'm like, I'm a little overweight. I'm 45. My ween is rock. You know, it's like, what the hell are they doing?
It's pasteurized milk and not
it's because they're just watching all the. It's like if you can't taste a fruit if you're eating Skittles all day long. It's such a good metaphor for that. It's like they're totally like if I see like my wife like just skin, I'm like, this is great. Versus like, oh, if it isn't like a a triple suck
with
like,
8 people.
Yeah, like I can't even get out of bed for anything less than a harem. You know, you're like, dude.
But Iran, they banned porn, so that's why we had to bomb them.
Oh, exactly.
You can't be banning that.
Yeah, because demons hate boundaries. You ever notice that? They don't like the word no. That's the real N word is no.
No, yeah, it's more. But then it's never enough. You say, yeah, they want more.
Well, I think it's like they have the spirit of a twisted feminine spirit. You know, women shit test you.
Yeah. Yep.
That's what I think Israel is. I think it's a massive shit test for like every president passed the shit test until Trump with Iran.
Yeah.
Where they're like, come on, bomb Iran. It's kind of like when your chick gets you like a really ugly shirt.
Yeah, and then wants you to wear it.
Yes, and then you wear it, you're like retarded, but it's still like your fault because you shouldn't have listened to her.
Or
you know,
she gets like a matching outfit.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you quit your job and become like a full-time freaking water rafter or something? You know, if you listen to them,
you're not supposed to listen to the insane stuff your girl says.
They want, it's just like the Israel lobby. They need the American president to be like, not now. And they're like, oh, I love you even more for it. Like, they love you when you give them a boundary. Like, women love that. Like, my wife loves that I have a plan for our life.
You have to give them a boundary.
Yeah.
Like the guys that just do whatever, they don't respect the guy when they tell you. And girls will even admit they deliberately say, like, he's weak, so they'll give him something just ridiculous, see if they'll do it. And if he does it, like, oh my God, I'm disgusted by this guy.
Yeah, or they've been waiting their whole lives for someone to be like, don't go out and get shit-faced. Like, I want you to be healthy. Like, I don't want you to be unsafe. You know, they're like, thank you. Yeah. You know, and they're all female empowerment until one guy is just like, you're better, you're worth more to me. And then they're like, I've wanted that. I think the Jews might be the same way. It's like, you should live outside of town.
Yeah, the girl sometimes wants to tell you, like, no, you can't go out drinking with your friends and go to people's houses. You know, that's what they're looking for.
Yeah, maybe our government shouldn't be controlled by wizards and warlocks. It's like the wizards and warlocks are like, thank you. We just do like
what we allow us. Yeah.
I did a cartoon years ago with a leprechaun starts getting like really freaked out that no one's saying no. Where he's like, I'll take your foreskin and vaccine tee, and everyone's just like, okay, and he's like, dude, if you don't say no, like, I won't even have anything to steal. Like, you realize everything is going to crumble.
Yeah, the whole economy is going to collapse. No, like, we've given everything they ask now. So where do we go from here?
It's the worst for them. They're like, dude, we can't. They're not carpenters. They're not plumbers. They can't build anything. They're like, how can I hate to say this, just cover your ears for a second. How can parasitic type people survive without a host? It's like, they're not going to be building the roads.
No.
They're like, no, we get to skim off the top because we did a spell. And that's fine. You know, they're exciting. They write good novels and stuff. You know, everybody should have one Jewish friend. Any more, they start conspiring.
They're good at making money. Yeah, they'll start conspiring against you.
If you have one Jew friend, they're interesting, they're fun. If you have 2 Jew friends, they start conspiring. So you have to pick it.
I have a friend that had a bunch of money stolen by 2 Jews conspiring against
They never do anything solo.
Yeah, like millions of dollars got stolen from by Jews conspiring.
But it was 2 though, right?
2, yeah.
You had money stolen?
No, a friend had millions stolen because 2 Jews. You let 2 Jews work together.
Exactly.
Figured they were checking each other, but
that's why it's like
money disappeared.
That's why it's a school of fish. It's a conspiracy of Jews.
Conspiracy of Jews. School of fish conspiracy.
Yeah, like I don't mind Jews when it's one-on-one. They're like fun. They seek your approval. They're like, did I do good? I'm like, yeah, you did good today. But when they're together,
have you ever noticed that anytime you're around a Jew, maybe not as much anymore, they'll tell you just nonstop that they're a Jew. Like I don't know what kind of white you are, but regular whites, you know, I don't know if someone's Italian, this or that, but the Jews are constantly like, I'm a Jew, like 50 times a day.
It's their liability shield. It's the identity games.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
weird.
I like to play with it. I call myself a height supremacist. You know, I'm like Hail Hitler and all this stuff because
this is why we hate you tall people.
I know. It's like, but the funny thing is I don't naturally have strong identities. Like I'm naturally pretty. Like, oh, I'm just Owen. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Like, what am I? I don't even know. Like, white is actually hard to define sometimes.
So many different white cultures, exactly. So we're all mixed up. No, I don't like the identity stuff either, but when people are playing it against us, it makes it be like, fuck, what do we do? And I don't want to turn it into like that, but it does suck when you see like the Jays are doing it, the blacks do it. Like, they'll let off someone that kills white people just because of this color of their skin. I
know, but like part of me is like, they almost want us to identify with white. I'm like, how about our identity is like master? You know, it's like, because it's like, I feel like you're in more control when your identity is like morality, good, competence, you know, and then let them have their little squabbles.
Fight over dumb shit.
Yeah, like Anglo, I think it came from Angel, you know, and then you have like Saxons and they used to fight and all this stuff. Yeah. And so I'm like, you know, what if we're just better because we're competent, we don't backstab each other.
That's
like
true.
Trust.
Well, no, when I was in Idaho, it was mostly white. People help each other out. They're
Totally.
helpful, like helping their neighbors. I was invited to like 4 people's houses in like 3 days. No one invites me to their house like in Vegas and San Francisco unless you really know them. People were just like, oh yeah, come over for dinner or lunch. It was like so weird.
It's a beautiful place,
It was
man.
great though, but it's great that it's like, it shouldn't be weird that I had like 4 people invite in like 2 days. Everyone's like, oh, I was like too busy. People try to stop by here, stop by there. Like it's just not like that in most cities where people just invite you to their homes. And
Yeah, it's where I live, it's like high humanity. Like another human is seen as a benefit. It's like together we can plow the field together.
Yeah.
That's why it's like like abortion becomes like crazy when you're in that world.
Yeah, kids playing everywhere. So kids could just bring your kids to places. You know, you don't have to be like, oh, can I bring my kids? Like, yeah, of course.
But I can still empathize. It's like you live in a ghetto. They're like, they see another human being as like a burden, a threat, you know, like for where I live, like every kid is another worker.
Yeah.
Like my 10-year-old is
you
literally
can bring them wherever you go.
Exactly.
There's going to be a bunch of other kids there.
Yeah.
The cities, people aren't having kids, and it's like the normal. You think it's normal because your friends aren't having them. But you go to areas like that, oh, everyone's having kids. You realize, oh, it's not that hard. The kids can help. They're out playing together. They're like, you still can live a life.
Yeah, and it's like the ultimate motivator too. Like people are like, oh, I care about my career more. I'm like, I didn't really try until I had kids. Because like that's, my thing now is like, for them, I have to protect and provide for them. Before I'm like, what do I need? I don't need much.
Yeah,
like
not much. We're dudes. We're like, whatever.
Yeah, like the competitor in me wanted to, you know, get more of a number than another guy, but I didn't really care, you know?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I'm assuming you probably, even when you have no money, you could easily just get girls. Some guys think girls are like gold diggers, but if you're like funny and confident, obviously money helps, don't get me wrong, but like, I've been broke and had money. It doesn't really make much of a difference.
No, I mean,
these guys are just so clueless to think that.
No, when I was like a lounge piano player and a busboy, it was like the most access I ever had to women in my life. You know, it's like you're doing shots with the table, you're playing their favorite song, like that. Versus like a banker, like they work 80 hours a week.
Interesting, yeah. A few gold diggers might be into those, but if you're like funny, competent, interesting, girls are just gonna like you. And these guys are clueless; they don't understand that.
That was the Epstein thing that I found the most fascinating, was how completely horrible they are with women, to the point where they're like, Jeffrey, can you get me something with skin? Like, did I say the right word? Like, they're nuts. Like they don't connect with human beings, and that's why they become such abominations, you know?
Yeah, I think you're right. They don't know how to make like connections and go and like,
no,
you know, like obviously we're both past those days because you go out to people and to connect with them and you're interesting. So all of a sudden girls just like you instantly. And I guess a lot of people aren't able to do that. Like Bill Gates, you know, he got chlamydia from some Russian hooker. He had some crazy wife that stole half his money. And it's like, why are you the richest man in the world? Or it might have been at that time, and you have to get like Russian hookers that hate you.
It's crazy because dudes like us are like, if we had billions of dollars, it would be it'd be like psychotic.
Because of course it would help. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but, you know, if I had billions of dollars, if I'd had it when I was young, I would have some fun with it.
Well, yeah, because we see the adventures we could do with it. Where it's like, you can be on a boat,
like
surfing,
Dan Bilzerian type shit.
Exactly.
Bring like 20 girls on the private plane.
Yeah, it's like all the adventures you can do. Like all the doors break down. For them, they're like this makes me like a good enough person. Whereas we don't battle the self issue where I'm like, I'm me, I'm myself, no matter what. We're like, oh, with more money, we can do an adventure.
Yeah.
Versus these guys are like,
all they over the world.
Yeah, they need leverage, they need fear. They're like, I could fucking ruin you, bitch. You know, it's like,
it's only about power, their money. To me, it's money. It's like, oh, you can take all your friends on a private plane and do this. And Dan's actually been great about that. Like built like a
I like Dan. I like
built
Dan.
like a paintball field at his house and then bought like 20 guns so all of his friends could play. And then
I like Dan's vibe.
Yeah, and then he bought like an expensive $10,000 bike. And he's like, well, I might as well buy a bunch of them so my friends can ride with
exactly.
me. What fun if I can't do it. I can't get my friends to buy these, so I'll buy like 8 of them.
Adventures, like travel, all that stuff. Yeah, like if I was super rich and you were visiting, I'd be like, oh, I can just buy him a 4-wheeler too, and we can go. Exactly.
Those guys aren't like that, but like that's what you do with your money. Like and that's probably why girls were attracted to him, because he's just like fun. Like, oh, I want to do shit with my friends. I'll buy a bunch of bikes. Oh, buy a paintball field. Oh, now I need to buy a bunch of guns and the gear and like.
That's the best, dude. Vince Vaughn was always like that too. He's a good rich guy.
No, not a lot of them are like that, but it's just not that if they have to be, but it is nice. Like he wants to do shit with his friends.
Yeah, and he's not like buying friends.
You can't afford it. No,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
You know, some of these guys are buying friends. But
Yeah, exactly.
He's the guy you'd hang out. He'd be in your friend circle if he was broke.
Exactly.
So when you get a guy like that, and then they have money, it makes life fucking easy. When you be hanging out with him when he's broke, and then he has all this shit, then it's like life's good.
Yeah, I've had a couple rich friends have to have talks with me because before I would always feel like I'd have to pay my way no matter what, but then I couldn't do stuff with them.
Yeah.
You know, like we go to like
They have so much money.
So much money. Yeah, and I was like a working comic, like I'm on a TV show, but they want to go to like, you know, a 5-star restaurant every day, and I would pay my way, and I'd insist. And then they'd be like, dude, just let me pay. I want you here.
Yeah.
Stop being a psycho. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's hard, but then there are times when you start, if someone you're like, all right, they have stupid money. You know, you realize some people have like money that just doesn't make sense. Like some guy recently, not going to say his name for some reasons, but he's bought like a $300 million yacht. Flew. At first I was like, oh, they'll fly me out there, but bought the ticket once I got there. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to refund him for this. So I see the yacht, just randomly decided to buy a $300 million yacht.
That's awesome.
It's just like, cool. You're like, okay, I'll let this guy pay for a few things.
And I'm like that now with some people. I'm like, dude, stop. Let me pay. Like, I like this.
If you know someone's struggling, it's like, yeah,
totally.
Don't pick up the check, because we've probably been in life where we were struggling and done well, ups and downs in life. So we've seen all sides.
Yeah, and money's only one currency. I'm like, bro, you fixed my truck when it was broken. I don't know how to do that. Like, let me do this stupid, funny trick money thing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of helping each other anymore. Like well, there is more where you live.
Yeah.
Like I was just thinking that the other day, like even like asking a friend to drive you to the airport. Like,
well, that's what stood out about you like immediately is you asked if you're like, I'll pick you up at the airport. Like I'd never had that when I first did the pod with you.
They were surprised about that, but to me, someone's coming to do the pod with me. You know, sometimes I'm too busy to, but it feels like if I can, I should pick them up at the airport, drive them to the hotel. That seems like that should be normal.
That resonated a lot with
me. But
I
guess it's like not now.
It's literally never. They're like, take an Uber. Like people could give money, but the fact that you would do time, I was like, that's awesome.
So that's how you make relationships in life, though. You have to like, you know, like to all my friends, I give a lot. But if sometimes you ask for like just the easiest favor, they don't do it back, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
then you realize how people are, you know.
Yeah, and think about there's so much currency and wealth in that, and so if you like run the Federal Reserve, you want everyone thinking that all wealth is dollars, versus if you have a tight community. Think about how much money you save with just one mom giving the next mom the clothes and the stroller. Like that's thousands of dollars. Like, so community and people just helping each other is so valuable that's why atomization and trying to isolate people is one of the, you know, agendas for the controlling class.
They don't want that, you know. Like I probably have a dozen people that would do big favors without thinking twice, you know. If I ask them something, because I've done stuff for them in the past and built friendship over years. So if I ask them to do something, I have friends too that ask to do something. I'm not going to like ask why or what's in it for me. Just jump up and do it. Like figure they're not going to be calling me asking for this if they didn't need it.
Yeah, and I've told a couple of my friends that I'm like, bro, you have more valuable skills than me. You can put together a truck. I'm like, I teach piano and say funny stuff about Jews. I'm like, dude, let me buy you the thing, you know, like no problem. And I'm like, and just remember though, like if shit hits the fan, like you can help me with my brakes.
Yeah, exactly. That's important to have brakes that work.
Yeah,
you don't want to piss that guy off if he's fucking with your brakes.
Yeah, because human consciousness is the most valuable thing. Like people are the most valuable. And that's one thing that is lost these days is people are like competing for the one thing that the wizards control, which is dollars.
That's like all they obsess over. You're right. And there's so much more to life. That money is like one component. And yeah, money helps a lot. I'm not going to sit there and say it doesn't, but that's like one of like 10 components of life. It's like the friends, family, kids.
Exactly.
Like building this community, you could be happier with way less money than a lot of these rich, miserable people. I doubt Bill Gates is that happy.
Oh, God, no. That's why Dan Bilzerian, his biggest anti-Semitism is how he uses his money. I bet it drives him nuts when they're like, no, worship money. He's like, no, I just bought a paintball course. Like that means he doesn't worship money, which is like that. Like one podcast, like 9 years ago, I pissed on a $10 bill because I was like, this isn't God. And I'm like kind of drunk. And and that got the Jays more pissed than anything because they're like, that's God. Like, that's your provider. That's who protects you.
Hey guys, I want to introduce you to one of our sponsors, Antelope Hill Publishing. Antelope Hill publishes books such as Culture of Critique by Dr. Kevin McDonald, who's someone I've interviewed on my show. He talks about the evolutionary strategy of the chosen people. So go to antelopehillpublishing.com and use promo code FIGHTBACK to support the podcast and get a discount. That's antelopehillpublishing.com and promo code FIGHTBACK. I'm excited to announce the Fight Back podcast has partnered with Anobi Peptides. Peptides are the future of medicine. They get all their peptides here in America from real compounding pharmacy, not that Chinese stuff or Indian stuff. Be sure to use promo code FIGHTBACK.
And they'll even pick up like pennies.
Oh yeah, they're obsessed with pennies.
They'll pick up like that's like the truest stereotype ever. They'll like pick up fucking a nickel.
Well, and they'll sell out their friends for a nickel. Like they'll say a lie for a because it's like your God is who provides and who protects, and that's like that one. Remember that Charles Manson clip with his cellmate about how Hitler's the God?
Yeah, that's a great clip.
Great clip. It's like
wow,
your God is who your mother fears, you know? And so if you think that dollars provide and protect you, and I see this all the time, they're like, but I have kids. I'm like, you're lying for money. And they're like, but I need the money for my kids. I'm like, dude, money does not provide and protect for your kids. Like, and every time I've made that choice and thought I was going to go bankrupt, it ended up being like profitable.
It's just crazy. A lot of times I think I'm making terrible decisions. Like when I started speaking up, I'm like, fuck, bro, this is going to crash me financially, get me cut out of all those cool social circles. But I knew it was right thing to do, and I did the opposite.
Yeah.
Even the Jays are like nicer to me because they know I'm speaking truth.
You passed the shit
People
test.
don't understand. A lot of the Jays like me and try to earn my respect from them.
Dude, it's just like how some guys that think that women wouldn't like us because we don't worship them, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the opposite. They're like,
oh, he's not worshiping me. Like, if you worship him, they're going to fucking hate you.
It's too much pressure. Like, if you worship a woman, that means all your happiness is from her. She can't handle that.
They want to be a little more in their mind. Like, how am I going to get this guy to give me more attention? How
exactly.
Am I gonna, this guy's not easy to, he doesn't listen to what I tell him. He's his own thinker. He has his own, I think also having passions. Like you're very passionate what you do. I think girls love that. Even if they're not interested into it. If a man has passions and his own interests and doesn't need them for happiness.
Exactly, dude. Because that makes them feel safe.
Exactly. And then obviously still want like a great girl to compliment your life, but you're not like desperate where you'll do anything they say. And that's how a lot of these guys get. And it's just pathetic.
Yeah, because they're on that 28-day cycle. There's a couple dark days every month. And if
all of them too. It's every single one.
Yeah, there's going to be
every single one.
There's going to be some days where like they can't have someone rely on them. Like their man can't be like, no, but seriously, why are you acting weird? Like now I can't work, you know?
When you're younger, you ever think like, oh, it's not all of them. This girl's just crazy.
Yeah, I used to think it's
it's all of them.
Every one of them. And it's natural. It's like, that's the way the moon cycle works.
Yeah, that's why they shouldn't be able to be like in positions of power like president.
No.
They just go crazy for a couple of days, all of them.
Mother is the position of power. I mean, they make people good or bad. You know what I mean? Like my wife at home has so much power, but
a bad mother's evil.
Oh, bad moms, dude.
It destroys kids.
The Jays. Think about it. It's like you can never satisfy your mother, but she also says you're better than everyone else. Like that's abuse.
Yeah.
Where it's like you have the best, you have God's blood, and the goy are animals, but you'll never be your Uncle Ira, who's a doctor and a lawyer. It's like
it's crazy. No, they're getting like more and more deranged. Like, do you see the ADL? The Jonathan Greenblatt was at some speech yesterday. I saw the clips of just completely deranged psycho. He's talking about we have the best PhDs, the best AI. We're going to track every comment, every site people visit. Basically sounds like wants to kill us and like put us in camps. It sounds completely, they're getting more and more deranged. Like,
yeah. Because they're running out because the spell isn't working
We're
anymore.
going to know if people start becoming anti-Semites. We have the best tracking devices, the best. It's like, you're insane, bro.
Yeah, this was the Bolshevik thing. They did the same thing. They had these purges. That's why I started liking Candace Owens, because she was tracking it to historical events where, you know, they'll do these purges where anyone who might be against them, they have to destroy. That's a sign of weakness.
Megyn Kelly, she's Miss Fence.
Yeah.
They purged her because she wouldn't like condemn Candace Owens or something.
Yeah, totally.
So the MAGA is Mark Levin and Ben Shapiro now. Isn't that just embarrassing?
And they don't really have the tools that people think they do. Like all they can do is say, you can't sit at our poison table anymore. Because when it happened to me, I thought I was a little effed, but I still braved on. And then I'm like, oh, they kicked me out of a gay bar. It's like, you can't be at our gay bar anymore.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, were you pretty bummed in the beginning because you feel like it's everything
totally
at the time.
bummed.
You think like how important Hollywood is. You were a star. You're around on this like, oh my god, I just blew it.
Yeah, I mean, imagine if like
kicked out of the UFC or fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
where it's like because it was my
everything.
identity. It wasn't even my addictions. It wasn't like
your identity.
Yeah, it was like I'm a stand-up comedian. Like when I'm crushing, I know I'm good.
Yeah,
and so, but see, it was so divine too, though, because when that was taken, I got to see that isn't me. Did
it take a while for that?
Yeah, there was some pain, and then
was probably tough. Yeah,
and then when they were like, "Oh, you have to do your own stuff." Okay, so I'd rent a theater, pay for it myself, sell it on PayPal, and do fine. And then they kicked me off PayPal, and I was banned from all theaters. And that sucked. But at the same time, it showed me what dependence is. That's why I gave you some silver. I'm like,
yeah, I got some
this
real
is
silver.
money. They don't even have money. They have mimics.
They sell paper silver.
Right. It's
buy
promises.
Buy your paper silver.
It's wishes and promises, and that's the knowledge I got from the. That's why I think they sacrifice kids, is because you need sacrifice for knowledge and power, but they trick it. They want to like, because I think they know how this works, and so they're like, we're going to sacrifice something beautiful for power, but you can't do it like that. You only get poison power that way, Like for me, it was like the effigy, like the burning of the dead wood in me of my identities, and it was a lot of suffering, and then I'm now stronger for it,
So it freed you. At the time, it was hurt.
Yeah.
Then you realize, oh, what? I didn't even really want to be in this club anyways.
Exactly, but I couldn't see it at the time. That's why
it's hard. Like I said, that was your identity. That's all you knew. You were famous. You were on TV when TV was a lot bigger back then. Now TV's dying. But being in these movies and TV, stand up, that would be hard. Just you're ostracized, and you're truly banned. I couldn't believe it when you were at some what was that place in Florida we played? They canceled the show.
Bohemian Grove. Yeah, it was a public theater that they were like, yeah, we're cool with anybody.
Yeah, they had it clear. The guy's like, no, you don't ask them. Anyone can play here. They're not going to cancel you. Then once they saw your name, there's this.
They're like, they canceled it, even facing a lawsuit, and it became because like I think the thing they're the most freaked out about with me is that I don't like hate them like they want me to. I just am a little disgusted, and I just am, and I'm also encouraging people to have children and be independent, which is their biggest fear.
Yeah, they don't want independence.
Yeah, they want to lower the population and lower morale. They don't want someone to be like, it's all good, man. Like, like I like that dude Bryce that you hang with. Like I like
Bryce
what he's
Mitchell.
doing. Yeah, like
he's awesome.
I love his posts about farming because it's like all the power is right there. And so I think that's what they got so pissed at me about, where they're like, you're just getting people to be like, dude, seeds and dirt, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, and even like Bryce, because he has his own animals and kills them, they ask him, the respect for it. He's like, oh, so much more. When I kill a cow,
absolutely,
it's like tough. And it's like I try to use everything. And then when I eat the meat, I appreciate it. It's
absolutely, dude.
That's what the slaughterhouse is. You lose all touch of reality of what you're eating, and that you still are taking your life for it.
It's like porn. It's like you lose all respect. You're just jerking it to like women that could be from a cargo container.
Most all of them are sexually abused, by the way. I think it's like you're contributing to sexual abuse.
Yeah.
That's why these girls do that.
And you don't even connect it. It's like factory farms the same way. You're just eating it. And when you think about the suffering of those animals,
basically tortured their entire life, just living in hell. At least raise your animal right, so then when you kill it
with dignity,
does it instantly without any suffering. And it's
exactly.
It is a little, I think, stressful for him even, It's like you still go, oh, I got to go kill this cow.
Yeah, and then you appreciate all of it, and you like, there's something more spiritual about that.
He says he can't sell the meat because of the regulation.
I could talk to him about that.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
There's private memberships that
I should have you talk to him about that.
It's the same thing.
He can't sit allowed to sell his meat. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You can't sell your meat.
Yeah, they're like, we made this. See, but they're playing a dangerous game because it's like, they're like, you can't use the commercial system that we invented. And if enough people are like, okay, then they lose their system. That's what, that's the craziest thing.
If everyone starts walking away, which, it could happen. So when people are starting to see it now it's just the next steps. People are seeing the whole system's rigged. These people aren't good people in charge.
Yeah, that's why I think they let me back on Twitter and some of these other people, because people are starting to do like actual alternatives. Like Gab was growing and all these things are growing, and they're
that's
like,
what they're scared of. That's why I think I haven't been banned from YouTube yet.
Yeah.
I still might be, but I haven't been banned yet. I think because too many people are like seeing it different, and they're like, "Fuck, what do we do?"
Yeah, I think they changed the MO. I don't think you're going to be banned. I don't
wouldn't be banned now.
I wouldn't be banned now.
That's fucked up, right? But they won't let you back on.
No,
like,
I think they have a policy.
Is there any way to? Sneeko got his YouTube back. Let me ask him how.
I will. Yeah. Because I was making fun of the CEO direct. It was during the opiate.
She's dead now, isn't she?
But she died of the thing that she was mad at me about. So I blew the whistle on the Sacklers way early, and I was like, this family, because I like to isolate the people.
Yeah.
Not even like the Jews. They're Jews.
Which Jews? Yeah.
Yeah. Which Jews? Right.
Not every single one.
My Jew is a good Jew. Just don't let them be in groups. And so the Sacklers, and I was doing stuff on that, and they got so pissed. They were like banning everything. And then her son died of opiates. And then she died.
Yeah, so you were trying to save her and trying to warn her.
Well, that was the thing. It was like what I was saying was to help people like her own son. That's why the chickens come home to roost. Like the very thing they're poisoning people with is going to affect their own home.
Oh, that's crazy. It's like sad.
It is.
Even though they're wicked people, like her son dying from it, it's like I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
Exactly. And that's
So
the way
sad.
the balance of the world works. Is like you can't really do anything to other people without accepting it. It's just there's like a time delay. It might not be today or tomorrow. It might be in a generation, but that's going to come back to hit you.
Oh, that's what I guess we can't imagine, just treating people bad for no reason.
Yeah, especially the innocent. Yeah.
Especially the innocent, like the kids. Like, is Hollywood? I know you weren't like that in the main scenes, but are these people really like satanic? You think?
Looking back, I think so. Like the group I was in is just turn a blind eye, but I wasn't aware of it, or else I wouldn't have turned a blind eye. Yeah. But it's looking back, I can definitely see there was like a hatred of the good, the true, the beautiful, and it wasn't as bad in the early 2000s. There was a major change like 2014.
Really?
Oh yeah, like Galifianakis would do a joke with hard ends in it. Like it was a different universe.
That's right.
Like comedians weren't really regulated. It was like, how much can you? And then when Netflix came in, and it's Netflix is owned by the grandson of Edward Bernays, and then they start giving every comic. Like I got $100,000 for my Comedy Central special. They were giving out like $1 million.
Yeah, crazy, right? Just people that weren't even that funny.
No, people that weren't even that like
so
famous.
Everyone was just pumping them out, and they're trying to pump them out too.
Yeah, because they wanted to control
another $1 million.
social engineering.
So what you talk about?
Yeah, and then they
That's
do
why
laugh
they're giving it
tracks,
out.
right? Because comedians had so much power. It's just like how science had power, because the scientific method's really accurate. So then they're like, okay, if we control the science brand and call it the science, then we have the power. It's like that because comedians had power.
Trust the science,
right? Because
science is always you're supposed to question science. That is what science is.
But it's fiat currency. It's like this is as good as gold. You do the swap. This paper is gold, and then they slowly start taking the value away from the paper. And I saw that in comedy. It's like the comedian is a very trusted position because you can't get a laugh unless it's true. And then they're like, they swapped it out, and then they started pulling it away. Like you can't make fun of Caitlyn Jenner. You can't. Like black people are off limits.
Caitlyn Jenner. It's like that's hilarious.
Well, that was the Woman of the Year bit that Chappelle did later was the bit that got me in so much trouble because it was so obvious. Because they wanted that abomination to spread, where it's like they wanted little kids to cut their dicks.
Disgusting. It should be made fun of. Yeah, Chappelle stole your bit, right?
Yeah, or one of his writers.
And Kanye called him out for it.
Yeah, that was great.
I saw that clip when Kanye's like, "You stole it."
Yeah, he put me in a group chat with Chappelle. He was like, "You owe." It's like in the music industry, it's called sampling. You owe him.
That's funny. That's good for him for sticking up for you.
No, Kanye's
you actually know him, or you just saw that he stole the bit?
Yeah. No, he's like a real like non-homogenized.
You seem mad that he stole your bit, like genuinely sticking up for you. And you're white. You're like, it seems, but he's still just like he did wrong.
Yeah, without honor and art,
stick up for the black guy. Who
exactly.
Did it,
and I would stick up for someone stealing that. It's because if you don't,
up, dude.
If you don't, then
that's your art. It's
and also if everyone does that, they own us. Like, because us being like, oh no, that's this bit. And I've done bits that other people have done without knowing it and then attribute it and be like, oh, he did it first.
Because sometimes there'll be something kind of similar.
Parallel thinking.
But sometimes something's, exactly. So that's why it gets tricky. Because sometimes people are thinking of the same ideas, but if something's like too similar.
Yeah, and also they won't acknowledge it publicly. That's the part where I'm always like, huh.
At least be like, oh, maybe one of the writers told it. He could be like, oh, he came over the first, or maybe one of my writers fucked this up. Give you something.
Or it's because what they do parasitically is they take from like living people, because they can't really make art if they're too inverted. And then they use it, and then they gaslight that person and make sure no one hears that person. And then they use the bit for an agenda. You know, and that's why they can't shout you out. They can't just be like, oh, that dude had the bit, because then people will hear the other stuff
you say, so they'll steal the one bit.
Exactly. That's why it's all about silencing the person. I had hundreds of millions of YouTube views, just wiped.
God, that sucks.
I know. It gave me that sense of what really matters, though. It's like...
Oh, yeah, you realize there's always more to life. You can't let that...
Exactly.
But it is fucking fucked up.
It's crazy.
I'll ask Nico how he got his YouTube back, because not many people do. It's really hard to get him back.
Yeah.
What was the reason they took yours away?
They just said, well, one was, I read my buddy's eulogy, a vet who died from opiates, and I was like crying, and I was like basically talking. Sad. Yeah, and I was like, if you guys start another fucking war, you know, I was like so emotional about it. And that really freaked them out.
Yeah, like because they could see real emotion.
It was real pain, and I was like, "Don't do this again."
See it. Yeah, and it's like talking to a black guy recently, and as he was just so mad about the crack epidemic, and like, they did the same stuff to us with opiates.
100%.
They destroyed white communities.
Yeah, just destroyed, and people, you know, with shame and guilt. You know, where it's like, that's why the joke releases it, and they make the joke the hate, where they're like, oh no, you can't make fun of it. You know, if you call a Marine an opium farmer, he laughs. He's less likely to commit suicide.
Yeah, because you have to like humor. That's why it's so important, because we laugh because it's taking the uncomfortable truths in our society and it's exposing them.
And you can look at your own shadow.
Yeah, that's why you can't fucking have like rules on comedy. It has to be like free to expose what we're hiding and people too scared to like talk about.
Yeah, and it's good for you too. It's like if you make fun of something that I do that's ridiculous, it's like that lets me release it.
Yeah, and then sometimes you might think like, oh yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Maybe I should stop doing that.
Right, totally.
You can do like that too. Like, okay, it's kind of ridiculous. Maybe I should stop doing that. Maybe I'm taking this too seriously.
Exactly.
Like, we all need to be teased. That's why men, we like tease each other all the time.
Exactly.
Like, when men are close, you'll tease each other sometimes, but it's like good. It's like a bonding. You know, obviously you're not going to be low about it. If it's a serious talk, you'll go in private and talk to your friend about it.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people don't have like friends that'll like let them know when they're doing fucked up shit either, and I'm fortunate enough to have friends that if I'm off track or something will sit down and talk to me, and most people don't have that.
And it's so valuable because you can't see your own six. It's like,
yeah, especially if you're famous, no one wants to fucking like ever talk to you.
Yeah, because it's like a gift. It's like, hey man, you don't see this, but you're doing, like, one of my buddies is like, dude, you say and like way too much in your podcast. And I'm like, fuck. I just did it.
Like, okay.
And I'm like, good point. You want it to be better. So thank you. But if they do it in a comment section, I'm always like, you could have texted me.
Exactly. Like, do it in like a positive way too. And like a critical, and friends that are like, could be critical and also say positive things sometimes. Yeah. Like Dan, he can be very critical, but then he'll also compliment things they do. So it's good having a friend like that. If it was just negative, I wouldn't trust him.
Right,
then
exactly.
If he calls and, oh, that was great you did. Like, oh, great. You know, he can be kind of brutally honest, but he'll give the goods and the bads.
And the critical should be beneficial. It shouldn't just be like...
Exactly. He's not going to shit on things.
It's a way to be like...
100%.
Yeah. It's like a way to just kind of be like, you can improve this part. If it's something that isn't improvable, I'm always like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like you're short. Why are you so short?
Or me being so huge. Yeah, it's like I'd be like, you can't get clothes at normal stores.
Now you're trying to make me feel bad for tall shaming you.
It's all right. You know, I'm going to start a giant ADL version.
They'll sue you.
Yeah.
They did that because the Italians started one for the mafia and they sued them.
What happened?
The Italians started like an ADL for the Italians, be what it was called. The ADL sued them and they had to go out of business. It's like,
no way.
It's like real. Someone told me this one of the things I looked up to. I'm like, that can't be real.
That's hilarious.
You got to look this up. I forget. Like they literally sued them. It was what was it called? I think it was Italian Defamation League. And they're like, that's ours. You can't have this. Because they saw how well it was working for the Jews to like, so they couldn't criticize their mafia. They'd be like, you're an anti-Semite. It's like, oh, we're going to try the same.
Imagine how different it'd be if it was Italian. You couldn't say like Greece, like
you greasy Italian, spaghetti.
You couldn't do like all this stuff.
Anti. What's the word for Italian?
You got WAPs. That's without passport, without papers. Dagos.
Yeah, that's what WAP stands for, without papers. Huh? I knew the term, didn't know what it stands for.
And Dagos, they'd be in like a ditch digging, and they'd ask like, "Is the day over?" They'd be like, "Dago."
Diego?
So they'd start calling them Dagos.
Italians are just like funny and silly.
Super
funny. It's like hard to take them serious. You just like want to laugh when Italian talks.
Yeah, my town's very Italian.
Stallone's Italian, right? Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
It's just like funny when he talks.
Yeah, they're like good-hearted. They have some J in them too. Like they're always into like, they always have some kind of thing. Like my cousin's got a truck. We can get the thing. But it's like funny kind of.
Yeah, they're just like funny.
Yeah, they're like funny about it. My town's super Italian. Like a bunch of my friends, they started a casino in like middle school. We called him Gino the Jew, and it was 3 Ginos. And it was like, and they were all bookies, but they were like janitors and shit.
But also bookies.
Yeah.
Gambling's brilliant with the bookies because they charge you the percentage just to play, and they shift the odds off how the bets are going. I don't think a lot of people understand how brilliant this gambling is, because it's like, you're paying, like if it's like for fighting, that's the only thing I bet on. I bet on fighting a little bit, but I don't bet too much, because if I bet a little bit, I'll do good. But if I start getting cocky and forcing the bets, then I'll get wiped out, because the bookies are good and they charge you the percentage. I don't bet big money either. You only should gamble money you're expecting to lose.
Totally.
You know, when you see people get this addiction where they're gambling trying to win money, that's a problem.
Yeah, they get addicted to losing. That's what makes it so twisted.
Crazy. I had a friend visit one time. He started gambling, and then I just seen him, like his eyes like changed. He lit up. He wouldn't stop. And he didn't have a lot of money. He started like losing his rent money, and I dragged him out of the thing. He was like yelling at me at first. Once I got him out of there, he thanked me, but he was like yelling at me when I was dragging him out of the casino. Wow. It's like, bro, what are you doing? I just watched him like change.
I know, and some people like I don't have that either. Like I can gamble, win like $50 and quit and eat wings for 2 hours.
Exactly.
Like some people can't. They're like, they just keep going.
It was weird. I hardly ever gamble, but when you hit, that's when you want to gamble again. I had like a slot machine, put like a 20, and then I was hitting it, and then I hit like, I don't know, it wasn't that big, 700-800. Then the next few times I went in the casino, I put like $100 in and lost it like 3 or 4 times. And I go, that's where they get you when you hit. Because it's like,
they got to get you that hit.
That's what I realized. Because like, so hitting is actually a bad thing.
That's
when you want to keep gambling.
Yeah, it's like the greyhounds, like they never let them get the rabbit. Because if they get the rabbit, it's like over. They need to like, they're yearning to get the rabbit.
Yeah, so they have to let you, that's why they have to let you hit occasionally.
Yeah.
That excitement.
Yeah, they get the greyhounds to get like a real rabbit, and then they want it again. And then when they find out it's a fake rabbit, they like don't want it anymore.
Right? No, it's interesting. Like I said, I gamble very real. Like in fighting is what I've been, like last year, I'm like way up, but I said don't bet big money, because I'll just look at the odds. I'll kind of make the own odds in my head.
It's like you know what you're doing.
I'll kind of make my own odds in the head, then I look at them, and if something looks way off, I'll bet it. But I won't do it unless it looks like pretty off to me, you know, because they're charging like 20% to play. Sometimes more, the more it shifts. So I look at something, I'm like, oh, that's way off.
And you like know what you're doing. It's not just random.
I have deep understanding of it. Exactly. It's just like,
I like poker with like small amount. Like we'll do poker with Liberty dimes with like their silver, and that's fun. You know?
Yeah, no, gambling's fine if it's money that you're expecting to lose for like entertainment, and poker's a game that people are actually better at. A lot of these games are purely luck, or like blackjack, for example. It's not purely luck, but if you're playing lose. Perfect, the odds are still against you, just barely. But there's even if you're a perfect player, it's still against you.
Absolutely, no, that's so true. It's like, because the stock market at this point is like what you do with fighting, because it's not really like you're investing in the productivity of like a company. It's like, where do you think the social engineering is going to go?
Yeah, the stock market's another interesting thing where you're like, it's all just based off who knows what, especially some of these tech companies. And
also you get to see how they view us. It's like a stock market is livestock.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Well, that and banking is how they control us, I realize. You know, it's like banking noob, and you're like, the stock market too, the manipulation of it, the inside knowledge they get, the inside trading, the shortings, and they crash something.
That's why the biggest threat is if money's not your god. Because if it's not, it's just another thing. It's like how we are with like small gambling. It's not our god.
Yeah, some people should not gamble at all.
Yeah.
You know, like I wouldn't encourage a lot of people to gamble at all if you have addiction. But if you have no money. But if you have a little extra money and you're like, I'll put a couple $100. Like I said, I don't ever gamble more than like a few $100. You know, maybe $1,000 on a few fights where I really felt the odds were off. Yeah,
totally. It's like I grew up with a bunch of Indians and they can't drink. It's like the same thing.
Oh my God, they cannot drink.
Like they can't like do mouthwash.
Dude, it turns them into psychopaths.
Yeah, and they were always like the best athletes. And then as soon as they had their first beer, they all just went boof.
Sad, right? Because I grew up by the reservation too, and it was like, a lot of these people, you know, like in middle school, they would like hate their parents for being drug addicts, alcoholics. Then like, you know, 8th grade, 9th grade, and then they would start drinking, then they'd get strung out, drop out of school.
Totally.
Girls get pregnant.
Totally.
It's sad.
And it's almost like a gene or something, because I can
They can't drink.
Like I could drink every day for 2 weeks and then not for a year. Like it just doesn't.
Yeah, I don't have that addictive thing in me. Like, anyone can get addicted to stuff, so I'm not like naive, but I don't have I could do something and just quit. I don't know if it's willpower or just like the way your body's built.
Yeah.
But to me, it was always easy to do something and stop.
For me, like fresh cookies and raw milk. Like I can, oh my God. It's like, and also like, because I never liked candy or cookies and shit until my wife started making it with like local stuff.
Well, that's different. It's probably
it still gives me a belly though.
Yeah, I know. It's
like
you don't want to eat too much of that.
Yeah, I can't. Like I could create a delusion bubble around myself and be like, nah, man, I can bounce my.
You don't want to be a tall fat guy,
right? I'm like, I can bounce my pecs. It's like, yeah, but they can jiggle if you run. Like I have to make sure that.
Is it worse to be a tall or short fat guy? Probably short fat guy. Yeah, that's really bad.
Because tall fat guy, you still look like a good security guard.
Okay. You're definitely right.
Yeah, it's like every rapper has a tall fat guy.
Yeah, they're all okay. You're right. So
it's like, it's a lineman.
So but you're not black.
It's true. I could be a lineman for like Nebraska.
The white guy team.
Yeah.
I'll get you on some steroids.
I lost like 30 or 40. I started like making sure I work out every day because I was starting to be like, farming's working out. Mm-hmm. But you never get over that threshold because I used to be like really into exercise. And like I played college lacrosse and I was always into that. And I'm like, if my muscles ached, I'm like, I did a workout, but I was never getting over a heart rate, and I just kept getting fatter.
Yeah, so it's like a light workout. You got to kind of have that consistent heart rate for a while.
Yeah, you got to get to
or you can do a shorter time if you're like sprints. That
right, exactly.
Exactly. That shit's hard. I haven't done that in a while, just running like full 100% sprints. But
that's actually probably better.
It's good, man. Like when I was fighting for these big title fights and shit, I was doing sprints. You used to feel like a Superman.
Yeah, but you're got the genetics too. Like to be at your level, you have to be both.
You have to have some, I'm not like a freak athlete, but obviously there's some people that could never do it. That's kind of sad. You see someone training and you realize like, oh, this person is never going to be good at this sport. And it's like, if your coach, do you like tell that person? Do you not? That's kind of it's like music. I could never be great at music. I just know I couldn't. I tried to fuck around with the guitar for like 6 months. I just sucked. So I stopped doing it. But it's sad when you see someone trying to be a fighter when they don't have the ability.
Yeah, I think part of it is their goal. I mean, they could be good at fighting if their goal is just to like hang out with their friends.
Yeah, like anyone can be decent at it, but like most people cannot go and fight on these like big, high level championship fights, and they shouldn't be like trying to do that.
Yeah, especially like in a weight class like mine, I would be like a 0%. You know what I mean?
So these guys hit hard, these giant dudes.
Oh, dude, those punches are nuts, huh?
Yeah, even at all weights, but at your weights,
like imagine a 260-pound like elite like muscle like a that's
like
real
Francis Ngannou, and that is 300 pounds, cuts down to the weight, just the power in him just knocks people out cold.
So that would be so. Yeah, because I used to do tree work, and I once got hit in the head with a log, and it broke my hard hat, and blood was coming out of my temple, and I remember just feeling like. And then I see some of these guys fighting, and I'm like, that's probably like getting hit by a log on a chain.
Oh, it's pretty brutal. Then you have to keep fighting. But when you do it, it's like, that's what you're doing. You're preparing for it. It doesn't, now looking back, it's like, damn, that's crazy. I used to go in these cages and just fight the best guys in the world.
Right.
Like broken nose, bloody, broken hand, but you don't ever think of stopping. It's just because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, and the glory.
That's what your friends are doing too. Yeah, the glory is amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stress behind it, but the glory is amazing. I definitely wouldn't trade it. But you have to be fucking so focused to be fighting at that type of level. That has to be your entire life. Like I was telling you earlier, I didn't have a TV for like 20 years. It's all I did is fight and sometimes talk to girls.
That's so true. You got to be full committed. Like music isn't like that. If you mess up on the piano, because I teach piano,
get knocked the fuck out in front of 10 million people.
Totally.
It's not just getting hurt. Like imagine 10 million people watching you get knocked out.
It's like I messed up Moonlight Sonata a little bit. It's not as big of a deal.
A lot of people won't even notice.
Not at all.
Everybody knows you're knocked out on national TV.
Wow, man. Well, stand-up's like that too. I still think fighting is higher stakes.
I agree. It's higher stakes, but
the humiliation
a bomb is going to be a humiliation.
Yeah. But I was the same as you, obsessed. Like notepads everywhere, like every night. Like I worked to get money so that I could pay rent to do stand-up.
Yeah, exactly. The fighting wasn't for money. It's like I felt like I had to do it.
Me too. I was a full calling. Like,
yeah, you couldn't really like stop yourself, right? People were trying to talk me out of doing it, but it wasn't like
same here.
I didn't feel like I had a choice. It was just this is what I had to do.
Exactly.
So people ask me sometimes, should I be a fighter? I always tell them no, because if you have to ask,
exactly,
you're not serious.
Yeah, like I never would want to be a fighter. Like I know that I wouldn't excel at that.
Yeah.
I would like to train and hang. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Like if somebody isn't going to have a good career fighting.
No, it's 100% not for most people. It doesn't mean they can't be in the gym.
Yeah,
I just
like
think it's
learning.
better if you know what you're there for. So I encourage everyone to do
Exactly.
it. But it's like if these guys are like have this unrealistic thinking they're going to be like a UFC champ or something, it's like no, bro.
Exactly,
you're being
dude.
delusional.
It's like stand up. It's like, yeah, if you want to try it to be better at public speech at your job,
some
great.
open mics, but most people aren't.
You're not going to compete, you know.
They do let some unfunny people though. Like
Netflix. That's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like imagine if UFC started doing that, where it's just people who sucked, but they're trans. You know, it's like they're just doing an agenda, and it's like there's like fake blood packets and
right.
Like that's literally what happened to stand up. These people would be bombing, and they just put the sound of laughter.
Did they really do that?
Oh yeah.
That's embarrassing. Like on Netflix or
Yeah,
what?
absolutely.
I didn't know they did that to stand up.
Yeah, a lot, and this is the craziest thing. On the sitcoms, a lot of the people laughing are dead. Because they recorded a lot of these in like the 70s.
So dead
It's
people
ghosts.
are laughing.
It's like that. It's a choir of ghosts.
That's insane.
Dude, it's a spell.
I always hated laugh tracks so bad, even when I was young. Even when I was a kid, I felt like insulted and couldn't watch them. Like I just knew that was wrong.
The sitcom I was one of the leads on, we had a live, like they were all real laughs.
See, that's fine.
Yeah.
When you have a laugh track, it just always bothered me, even from a young age. I don't know why. I'm just like, I just knew that was wrong to try to tell me when to fucking laugh.
You don't like manipulation. That's why we agree on so many things. It's like manipulation is the word. It's like when somebody's trying to get you to feel something without your free will. I'm like,
you're supposed to laugh here. They're telling you,
right?
Here's where you laugh. It's like, no, I'll fucking laugh when I want.
I'm like, that's when I'm going to drop a hard N. Like
Yeah,
I go the other direction. I'm like, now you lose land.
Speaking of hard ends, how funny when they made Joe Rogan the Nick clip when he's just saying it like 20 times in a row.
Hilarious. Well, he said it to me when I was on Rogan.
Yeah, it's not like it's the biggest deal. It's not hateful.
It's a spell.
Yeah,
So here's the spell around that one. Is so you have the race and the behavior. That's why I refuse to stop saying it, because you can be black or you can
and not be a nigger.
Exactly. That's a behavior. But the flip side of it is Jew, because Jew is the same word for the insult as the group.
Isn't that crazy? You can just say Jew, what they say, and they just get all offended.
You're being a Jew, right? Don't Jew me down. Like that's the same word as their group. And so that's why that's such a funny spell, is because with black, it's like the opposite. You can't say. It's like
Don't
Voldemort.
say the N-word. And it's like, look what did they do? That it was during COVID, right? They were trying to destroy him, so they made the nigger clip.
Yeah. And that's when I was like, man, I didn't realize how awesome this guy was.
That was
like,
hilarious. But at least all the black fighters, or most of the black fighters in the UFC, stood up for Joe. They're like, man.
Well, any successful black guy's gotten past.
That's my nigga.
Yeah, because that's
Joe can say that because they just know he's not hateful and racist. It's like,
well, yeah, and that's a crutch for losers. Like, imagine a black dude like saying that if a white guy says a word, they become an infant child with no power. Like they can't become a fighter. Like it's only the losers that would think that way.
Yeah, so
it's like,
it was cool seeing. I didn't realize how cool fighters were till COVID.
That was great. I saw the same thing.
The stuff with like Rogan, all the black fighters, just like, dude, we don't give a fuck. He's not like hateful. He can say nigger if he wants. We don't care.
Because you're in an honest world with consequences. And stand up was like that too. It was like, if you lie or self-deceive, you feel it in your face.
Bomb and it's humiliation, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Just utter humiliation up there and no one's laughing.
And
that's
then,
got to be a shitty feeling.
Oh, yeah. And then people make fun of you. It's like, it's obvious. There's no way to deceive
comic might
it.
come on and make fun of you.
Right, exactly. I used to do that all the time to people.
Right, just bomb the guy.
Dude, I would just rip on the guy before me for a whole set.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah, it's kind of like with you with fighting. It's like I was trying to help them. It's like if you can't get through this pain, you're not supposed to be here.
No, that's what sometimes better to tell people like, no, this sport's not for you, instead of lying to them.
Because I was a heckler at a Renaissance fair where people were throwing tomatoes at my face in high school, you know? And so there was an element of physical pain, because if I would get them really good, they couldn't hit me, because it'd be like Jedi shit. I'd be like,
all mad,
you know, your wife wants me, you fat, blah, blah, blah. And they would just throw it into the ground.
Because they get so mad, and then they start shaking, and they're like...
Yeah, like 9 hours a day, I would just insult everybody. And that's why people shouldn't take it seriously. It's like, it's just identity. Any identity I can make work.
Yeah, no, people take, like Twitter, people take it seriously. That's just not the real world. That's people fucking around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You know who I invited? What's his name? Andrew Wilson. I said, hey, want to come on adventure with Owen? He didn't think it was too funny.
Oh, that dude.
He didn't want to do a podcast.
Old Pickles. I mean,
Mr. Pickles.
He wanted me to debate him. I agreed. He then backpedaled. Then he asked for like a 4-hour chunk of my time. I'm like, Andrew, that's insane. I finally agree.
Yeah, I think 2 hours is plenty, but
he's like, he goes 4 hours and there will be no escape for you. And I go, okay, I'm in. And so I bought like 200 jars of pickles. And it was going to be, my whole backdrop was just pickles.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I had him. I was ready to just crush him. And then Charlie Kirk got assassinated. And then he never rescheduled and now just ignores me.
Yeah, he prefers going with like college girls.
Yeah, he likes. Yeah,
see, you would ridicule him and he wouldn't be able to handle it because he'd be trying to. He would be debating like, what does the mean? The means this. And you'd be like, you're a fucking retard.
No, I know his tricks.
You can't open a pickle jar.
Exactly, and I know his little tricks. And if I just started making fun of him, he'd spiral. It's because it's all ego.
These guys, when you watch them debate, it's just like, what are you even debating? It's like they say they're good debaters, but they're just debating like stuff that's not relevant.
And some people are like, well, you've never not opened a pickle jar? I'm like, that wasn't the point. It was that he couldn't laugh at it.
And he was making fun of the girl for not being able to do it.
He
should have been, you have to like laugh your ass off on that. Like,
dude, just be
you
like,
gotta make fun of yourself for that. Like,
yeah, like while you're doing it, it's imagine if I was like making fun of G and I'm just holding tons of dollar bills, you know, and I didn't realize it. I'd start laughing my ass off.
Hoarding money, yeah.
Yeah. If I was just,
and you just picked up the quarter or you picked up the penny.
Yeah, totally, dude. I did when I was a kid. I once got a bunch of coins out of a wishing well. And I'll just openly laugh at that. Like, yeah, of course, that's laugh. Like, if I'm making fun of Jews and then someone's like,
and you're like, yo, I got coins out of
yeah, because I thought it was just free money. Yeah, dude, it's super. Like, that's crazy. And I got a bunch of candy with it. And like that's so. Imagine if one of my friends brought that up and I was like, "You shut up, you lie!" Like if I just freaked out, like that would be the whole problem.
He can't laugh at himself. That's his problem.
That's a red flag.
He was just like so serious when I hit him up to come on, just all like mad, like you chose Owen over me. Like
it's feminine behavior.
Very.
It's like, so are you ready to denounce your friendship with Owen then? Because
that was like basically what he said. Yeah.
And I didn't even do shit to the guy. Like literally he talks shit. I agree to debate. And so then I'll talk a lot of shit, but it's like, I just want to have the showdown. And he'd rather, OnlyFans girls. They're team
easy
up.
Targets, yeah. Ooh,
exactly.
Tell a 20-year-old girl they're a whore, and isn't he like probably mid-40s? It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and why are they whores? They probably had like some shitty dad, like him. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, why don't you go to church? It's like, well, my dad was a hypocrite like you, so I associate that. Mm-hmm. Like it's psychological,
needs to look in the mirror and way too serious.
Way too serious.
These guys are taking himself too serious. He was like mad when like, oh, come on the podcast with Owen.
Yeah, and dude, when people
that's like funny. That's
I am like a joke too. It's like, granted, I make some good points and stuff, but if anyone like hates me, it's usually a red flag. It's like, dude, Owen's like retarded. He's obsessed with his bike from 1991. Like
the Hodge twins stole it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get to the. They stole my tandem bike.
Oh yeah, there's two of them.
Yeah. Because usually the joke people are offended about is so stupid that they can't even repeat it. Mm-hmm. Because if they say it, everyone's like my Wikipedia once used to say he called Barack Obama a nigger who stole his bike, and people were pretending that was like this big political thing. And I'm like, funny. Dude, no one come on, man, to say the president stole my bike, like. And they're like, how dare you?
No, people, I think my Wikipedia says all kinds of crazy things. You never know what changes, but I think it's like funny it says that. I know someone told me one time, like, oh, I looked at your Wikipedia and your word. I'm like, oh, this guy seems cool. Because all the crazy, like.
Totally. Well, that's when they put in that I'm a Jew because it was becoming too funny. Like, dude, because my dad's mom's dad we think is a Jew.
Yeah, like
so that's like nothing.
Somewhere, yeah.
And so that's why, because it's all about trying to make people not like you is the Wikipedia, and all my shit before they thought people wouldn't like me over, but they were just super funny when you read it.
Yeah, it's just
and so they're like, what'll make people not like him? They're like, let's just say he's a full blown.
We'll just say he's a J. Brilliant. Yeah. They know how to get you. The Nazi didn't work. So
no, totally. They're like, dude, switch out Nazi for Jew. Like and it still doesn't work. People are like. There's 6'8" blue-eyed Jews. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, right. I've never seen one.
No.
I think one thing Wikipedia says something like, "Oh, he was banned from Twitter for like a week for what was it for saying all doctors that do the sex change on children, I think should be like." Publicly tried legally. And executed.
Totally.
Because they're harming children. I think it's as bad as sex abuse. Yeah, I hold by the statement. They say that in Wikipedia like it's a bad thing. It's like I think most people can read that and be like, cool.
Well, that's why they're going so nuts now. Is because these tricks aren't working. Like they'll be like, Owen Benjamin used his platform to say, quote unquote, the bigger the beak, the bigger the sneak. And it's like, dude, it doesn't work.
Read Wikipedia and be like, oh, this guy's cool.
Oh, yeah. And it's like the piles of shoes don't work anymore. People are like, can I have these shoes? I'm broke.
Yeah, give me some of these shoes.
Yeah, and I was trying to start a Holocaust museum to see if you had to like buy a franchise. I was like doing
how
it.
do you get one?
Because it was like
it'd be funny to open one.
That's what I tried to do. It was like trying to hold a panda. It's like just the act of trying. You see how ridiculous it is. I'm like, so do I need like how many shoes do I need and what can I charge? How much do I got to kick back upstairs? Because they're super profitable businesses. It's like if you open a museum,
schools have to go. So
they have to go.
You can make all the schools come and see it.
All that guilt and shame. You're selling them, you know, teeth and books at the gift shop. You know, it's just a moneymaker.
Isn't it crazy? This is like one of the things teaching history is like slavery and Holocaust. It's just pushed guilt.
Oh, 100%.
And it's mandatory now. I think they passed all these states where they have to have Holocaust education. And
it doesn't work, man. Do you hear that story about Schindler's List in the hood and like near where you're from in Oakland? Where they brought all these black kids to watch it, and they were all dying laughing. And so Spielberg got on his little grabber copter and flew there to like scold them.
Oh my God!
He was like, "You don't laugh at this," and they're just laughing.
This is a novel because that is a fictional novel. It's like,
oh yeah.
They admit that it's based off of fiction, but then they make like schools watch that.
Yeah, and like people laughing is their biggest nightmare.
They don't like it. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, just laughing at how ridiculous it is.
Yeah, it's because that's one thing that made me write this book is I was teaching my piano classes about soundtracks and how if you just change the music, like if you put different music to Schindler's List, it is a comedy. Like if you did like the Seinfeld bass line to it, it's laugh out loud funny. It's like a joke. And it's like, and so I was like, wow, just this like music can change how you see everything. And then I'm like, I should teach this more to people. And then the words that people use and how they like will supercharge a word like anti-Semite or terrorist or racist. And then you go back, like racist originally was what people called the American Indians.
Really?
There was a Civil War general, General Pratt. He called them racist because they wouldn't assimilate with white culture. They were like, you want to be Cherokee, like you're obsessed with your race. And then they flipped it, and then Trotsky used it. But that's the origin of it is like that you believe race exists. That's all it meant.
Yeah, obviously race exists.
Yeah, and you should have a people. That's where the word kind comes from, is kin.
Mankind.
Yeah. It's like there's nothing wrong with having a preference of your people. No. Like that's like your family. Like you only bang your wife. Like that's literally.
We were taught it's so bad to have preference, you know.
Insane.
You shouldn't hate other people, but there's nothing wrong to like have a preference. But but they taught all other races that it was okay to have a preference except for us.
Right, and also it's like their customs that you don't understand will get you. Like we were talking about taking your shoes off.
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming I don't know a bunch of shit, so it's like
if you go in an Asian house, you have to take your shoes off.
Yeah, like I won't be comfortable.
All Asians, pretty much.
Yeah, I won't be comfortable because I'm like, what else am I missing? Am I not allowed to call that guy a queer? You know? Yeah, it's like I know because there's some like psycho whites in the country too. I'm I know
there's some lunatics.
I'm like, just let them do the meth, cook the meth, and don't like take their copper and don't insult their fat sister. It's like you know what will trigger them, and so you're like comfortable around like. I like some psychos I can be friends with because I'm like, I know what not to do.
No, exactly. I can cross over in pretty much any group, you know, the racist black guys, the Mexican gangsters. I can hang out with pretty much all 100%. These groups and be fine because you just know this is what you don't do. The
one group that you can't really do that with is Jews because they keep changing the rules.
They change the rules and nothing's ever enough for them. You could follow the rules and it's like still not enough. They want like more. Like most groups like have rules. Like I've been on the Mexican gangsters, the white gangs.
Exactly.
You kind of know the rules.
Like black gangsters. Don't scare me at all because I'm like I don't threaten their business. I have not disrespected them.
Just show them a little basic respect.
Exactly.
You know, and they're gonna be fine. You don't there's this basic respect things that you don't do. Most of these gangs.
Yeah, exactly. They're hyper violent.
So
they're. I don't know anything about the Chechens.
Oh, dude, did some reality show with them and Nate Diaz.
I remember that.
And they're just lunatics.
Just total lunatics.
Just total fucking lunatics. I think they're on meth or something. There's meth and steroids. They're just running around all like. Trying to be who can be the craziest. I'm like, yeah, dude, don't do any business with Chechens.
Oh, and a dude like you too, like that's known for being tough. They're probably like, if I can beat him up, I will get will get more.
Yeah,
whatever.
So we're in a house like 100 Chechens. They're like all trying to fight us.
Oh,
we left. We landed in Thailand, like 20-hour flight. they were trying to bring it straight there. But like, now I want to stop at the house and shower, grab a beer. Went there, and then just fight after fight. Within like an hour or two of filming, we just bounced.
Dude, that's intense.
They were trying to convince us to pay us more to come back. We're like, no, we're good.
No, they probably were like,
good. Like,
they probably were like, dude, we had a blast.
Yeah,
like, they didn't
come
even
on,
know.
guys. Like, we got more money. Come back. We're like, no, we're good.
Yeah, like one of the rules is you can only rip off the goy. That's what happened to Madoff. Madoff
for Chechens, that was probably normal. They didn't even know like anything.
Not
was
at
wrong.
all.
They're like, these guys didn't like it here. Whoa, we had 12 fights.
Yeah, they're like, what else could you want?
I was kicked in the face by the camera crew.
Be like, yeah, we sucker punched you and for a free cigarette. Like, wasn't that a blast?
Yeah, they were trying to get us back. Like, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah,
like, no, it's not.
Because like the Jay Banker rule that people don't realize is they only go to jail when they rip off another Jay Banker. Like Bernie Madoff ripped off the Holocaust Museum. That's the only reason he went to jail.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, because they're like, that's against the rules.
Yeah, you can't rip off the other Jays.
Yeah, but you can rip off you're farming the us, but that's like literally they're like, of course. But as soon as you do one to a J, they're like,
well, this guy's going to prison.
Exactly.
He stole a lot of money, right? He was just spending it all, pretending.
Hundreds of billions, yeah.
Jesus, like the biggest fraud.
Yeah, and his name's
ever.
Madoff. It's almost like they have to tell
Madoff.
you.
They talking about spells with names. He made off with all the money.
Dude, the Federal Reserve was started by a guy named Warburg. Warburg.
Yeah, and then he was funding the, I'm sure you know,
World War
One. He was
of
funding
course.
it, and his brother, also Warburg, was funding German side.
Of course, yeah.
It's like an anti-Semitic trope.
right. Yeah, because if you typed it into like an honest AI, like AI would be like, oh, anti-Semitic means like true.
Yeah.
Like it's based on how people use it. It's like, oh, you have more loyalty to a foreign country than your own. That's anti-Semitic. Like the AI would be like, oh, that means it's true then.
Yeah, it is crazy. Well, look, even like the ADL, they even openly admit that they're training the AIs, and like that's the one thing it won't tell the truth about this one group. Remember one day Grok went like it jumped the rails and turned fully anti-Semitic.
Yeah, Grok
like
went
posting.
But it not saying it almost makes it worse. It's like more obvious. Mm-hmm. When they're like, yeah, everyone except this one group, and that it almost is going to be their downfall because it's like
they seem so arrogant and nothing. You think they would stop for a second and be like, we should maybe do a little self-reflection.
But they can't see the reflection. That's the vampire trope.
Yeah, they can't see their reflection.
Dude, how about Shapiro's eyebrows? Have you seen that? They're like growing.
Or what?
No, it's like twice the size.
Oh, I gotta go look that up.
Yeah, his eyebrows.
Maybe the stress.
I don't know what it is, but it's like they're insane.
Yeah, it's so propped up and like fake, like the Mark Levines, the Ben Shapiros. They're like losing so much support versus the Candace Owens, the Tucker Carlsons.
Yeah, totally.
They're clearly collapsing, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Probably change their names again and hop in a wagon. But once they're almost so successful that where do they go? Antarctica?
Yeah, they're so used to being in charge, doing what they want. And that's what's crazy. It seems like I said, the head of the ADL, the Jonathan Greenblatt, he was just saying all kinds of insane stuff. How they're going to use AI to like target us and like make it illegal to be anti-Semitic. Like these guys are just deranged, and they're openly showing it. They're doubling, tripling down. So either going to use like Palantir to like kill us all.
Nah, because the wizards, they want us afraid. If they actually could do it, they would just do it.
That's true. So they're trying to scare us with like, we have these AI models we're going to use. Because they're like saying shit like that to like take us out. Like, they're just going like, they're going worse. They're not getting like better. It's going more deranged.
But logistically, that's a terrible, that only is logical at all if you're just trying to scare to change behavior, which is what wizardry is. It's like, you say a threat like AIDS or something.
Yeah, AIDS.
You have AIDS. You have to take AZT to cure it. That kills you. You know.
Yeah, I told you before it started. My cousin, he'd had AIDS like 10 years. As soon as he had AZT, he died.
Yeah, it was like COVID. It was like the medicine and the gas chambers. What are they called?
They're putting you in the
ventilators.
That's people
chambers
dying.
of gas,
and the medicine they're putting you on. Like I didn't believe in COVID, so I couldn't catch it.
Exactly.
I said that right from the beginning. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're retarded." But I never caught it. I just said I can't catch it because I don't believe in it. It's impossible to catch something you don't believe
100%.
in. I never got it.
Especially when it's like behavior based, where it's like your shame, your guilt, your fear. Yeah. That'll drive them. They're expecting that because it's like they view people as cattle. It drives them to the next pasture.
Mm-hmm. It probably weakens your immune system when you're scared, staying inside. People were just freaked. I wasn't political till like COVID and BLM hit. I'm like, people have lost their fucking mind.
And then I saw the jokes in it where it's like, I can't breathe masks. Like, it's like as a comedian,
because you have a mask.
Yeah, as a comedian, I kept being like, dude, this is written as a joke. Like this is becoming a punchline. And that's where they're at. It's just the full inversion, you know?
Yeah, no, COVID and then BLM was just, I saw that. I'm like, I got to say something. BLM was so ridiculous. Like, we were locked up, then there was riots everywhere, and they're like, no, these riots don't spread COVID. But they actually said this, but the anti-lockdown riots and protests, they spread COVID. These ones don't.
Yeah.
Because what do they say? Because racism's also a health crisis or something. It's like, how are you?
What?
You think I'm retarded? This is like the fucking, what's that girl's name that flew a plane? Helen Keller.
Helen Keller,
it's
yeah.
like Helen Keller type shit.
Yeah, and it gets to a point, and the lies get so nuts that it almost is like it can't be that crazy.
People would repeat it though, because I was in San Francisco at the time, and they would repeat that. They'd be like, "No, these don't." Like, you guys are fucking retarded.
That racism is spread, and then I started being like, "What the hell is a virus?" You know,
Yeah.
and it's like that's a whole rabbit hole.
That's a good question. I need to look in.
Yeah, because
I know there is a theory that they're not even like, or how we view them aren't.
Yeah, because they speak as though they have consciousness and they're alive. They're trying to stay alive, like the virus wants to, but yet they say they're dead. They're like they're not alive. And so I'm like, huh. And then I looked into like how they know the shit they know, and they don't know anything. It's just the virus will be at a place when someone has an illness, but it's like saying firefighters cause all the fires.
That's not the cause of it. Well, like, I think AIDS is fake. Fauci is the one who pushed our current understanding of it. There was lots of people that completely different theories. Can't remember his name. There's one guy, completely different theory, really bright, kept trying to go on like TV shows, and Fauci would get it canceled and he would come on instead, like big mainstream TV.
Oh, yeah.
So like, AIDS is, maybe people are dying from a sickness, but it's not, it's just their immune system's collapsing.
Totally.
Like, straight people don't get AIDS.
Well, they're up for 3 days doing poppers and sodomy.
Yeah.
There's going to be some skin problems,
Yeah.
and then they take AZT, and and then dude, how about the fact that 2 guys to get AIDS are Magic Johnson, which means like wizard penis, like a magical Johnson, and then Greg Lou Gaines. Like Gaines is his last name. He hits his head and gets blood in the pool in the Olympics. They're both still alive.
Yeah, because it's not like AIDS.
Because they didn't take AZT.
Yeah, it's like they were killing them, and they just can't be like, hey, we were killing people with drugs, so we got to pretend like AIDS still exists.
Yeah, and that becomes
like,
a
well, we have it in
brand.
Africa. It's like, because it's some different disease, because their immune systems are collapsing, probably from the bad food, bad
mining,
water,
yeah.
mining. It's just people.
Yeah,
think
it becomes
you're
a
crazy
brand,
when you say it's not real, but I don't think it is.
Because they had different symptoms for African AIDS. That's why I used to do a bit about that.
It's not the same disease. People act like you're crazy when you say it, but it's just not.
Yeah, like gay AIDS was different than black AIDS. True story.
No, it is. And people act like you're retarded, but then they won't actually look at the evidence.
And
They won't actually look at what we're saying. They're like, you guys are idiots, but they won't like actually look.
It's becoming more and more that they will. I think because of Gaza, COVID, like people are starting to be like, that's possible now.
That's true. You're
Dude,
right.
and if you go
say that, people get all mad because I've known AIDS was fake for like forever.
Yeah.
I could just look and see that it wasn't this. Well, once I realized the fear that was pushed on us as kids, once I realized straight men didn't get it. Because I remember the first time I got like an AIDS test for fight, I was all nervous. And then I'm like, start realizing, wait, there's not a single straight white man in the world who has AIDS.
Dude, and then they start saying it's 10 times more contractable if you're not circumcised. I was like,
So trying to get you to
the
chop
Jays
off,
are about,
yeah, the Jays.
Yeah, they're like, you got to clip that dick, Goliath.
Wait, didn't you say they had to clip like 10,000 dicks?
Oh, yeah. That was King David. To marry Saul's daughter, he needed 200 foreskins of the, was it the Canaanites? Philistines.
Why did they want
That was
Who
like
negotiated this contract?
just to show that he was willing to go the distance.
So he had to get
200. And imagine being David's
I'm gonna
friend.
find a new wife.
Yeah, no. Imagine being David's friend, and David's like, "Yo, man, we got to go on this mission. Are you in?" And he's like,
Yeah, brother, let's go. Where are we going?
just are you in or not, though? Like, say you're in, and then I'll tell you where we're going."
All right, let's go. I got you. Where are we going?
But you can't back out now, though. Like, you're in.
Yeah, of course. Where are we going?
Okay, we're gonna kill 200 guys and then clip their dicks.
Do we have to clip their dicks?
Yeah, I got a bag. It's all about the dicks.
Are these Jays?
Are they Jade? No, they're Phil. I think they're like Goliath guys, Canaanites.
They sound like Jays.
They're like they got a lot of foreskin too. We're gonna be able to make some wallets out of this thing,
200. He had to kill the guys and get them.
and then get the clip dicks.
Could
then
they
imagine
clip like a nose or an ear.
And then imagine King Saul being like, "Dude, I was joking." Like
you went and got the dicks.
Like no one would do that. That was like obviously everyone knows that was a joke, right?
Yeah,
like
you
I can't
fucking-
believe you killed 200
My
guys.
retarded son-in-law over here.
And it's like, fuck, I got to give him my daughter now, though. I mean, this guy's a psycho.
Yeah, you might kill me and chop off my dick.
Dude killed 200 dudes to clip their dicks.
That's just deranged.
Dude, what's up with them and the foreskins? They're just so I think it might have stopped them from whacking for like 1,000 years, though.
Oh, just chop that off and then no whacking?
Yeah, they're like, you guys jerk so much, we gotta clip the tips.
Just chop it off.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't want to do it as much. I have to get like oil and stuff.
And done. They don't really know why it's done. Just like, oh, we're just gonna chop it off.
Just clip the tip.
I'm sure the dick don't need this.
Yeah, just give it a haircut.
I'll trust the Jays. They say it shouldn't be here.
That's hilarious.
Oh, crazy world we live in.
It is indeed.
Well, before we wrap, is there anything else we should hit?
Well, just for people to check out the book, How to Slay a Wizard on Amazon. It's like all the stuff we're talking about.
More about the book you were talking about.
Well, that's what we've been. That's why I love this pod. The whole thing we've been talking about spells and how to like arm. My whole thing is to help people, to not just be like, the world
Don't
sucks.
just believe what you're told.
Yeah,
exactly.
like how they work. Like it's because they need the best news ever is they need you to do it because they can't actually do shit.
Yeah, no, I don't like the people that are like black pilled, think we can't win. It's like, no, we are going to win. These people aren't that bright that we can see right through their bullshit. They act arrogant like we can't do anything. But I hate the people like, oh, why are you like earlier I started speaking up? Why are you speaking up? Everyone's like, they weren't saying I was wrong. They're like, you're going to get killed. This type of stuff.
Yeah, or like the future's so bleak. Why have kids? You know, it's like
deliberate. I think so we don't have kids.
100%. Like as long as you don't have kids, they don't care how you do it. It's like if the future's so and palantired out that people are scared to have kids, that accomplishes the goal.
Yeah, because when we grew up, remember it was the
nuclear bombs, Cold War.
They used to make us go under the desk.
That's in my book.
See, that always pissed me off. It's like, are you retarded? I guess I was never retarded as a kid. It's like, what's going on? I knew it was just like to scare us.
100%. It's like, how is this desk going to help
piss
me?
Me off.
Yeah, no, it's like our whole lives were
I would
that.
just be like, no, and then I get in trouble. I'll get sent to the office.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into my desk.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not afraid. I'm like, even if you believe the thing they're saying, it's like, I'm going to go down. I'm not going down on my knees.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't crawl under a desk and they get like mad and it's like.
Yeah, because I was always like, my dad just went to Hiroshima. Is he going to get cancer? And they're like, no, it's fine. I'm like, I thought there's fallout radiation. They're like, you're suspended. You know, and you're like, dude, like, what the fuck are you guys talking? It's the same with AIDS. They told us we couldn't wrestle.
Yeah.
In like 87, I think it was also an excuse to describe sodomy to little kids. Because they're like, gay men are the most susceptible. And intravenous drug users.
What do they do? Well, they take their dick and they put it in an asshole.
When two men love each other very much, they go into a steam room at 4 a.m. in San Francisco and they take what's called methamphetamine. You learn about meth from the DARE program.
Yeah, right. Gay people do so many drugs. People don't, I live in San Francisco. They're always on meth. Pot. Like every drug you can think of, they're just strung out, having like gang bangs. It's just like gross to try to take and act like sodomy is normal. It's like, I don't think our dick's supposed to go in the ass.
Well, the great Norm Macdonald said, no one's ever said I'm going to make love to your ass. Like it's not a loving act.
No, it's like, it's not to demoralize, not
to
show dominance or something.
Yeah, and people are like, there's gay animals. I'm like, no. My Achilles, my goat, will rape a guy, but it's just to show that he's in charge. Yeah. It's not loving.
It's like, you're my bitch.
Yeah, like, I'm going to fuck you up. And then he pisses on his own face.
Damn. Yeah.
Dude, my goat literally pisses on his own face, and he's like, Achilles!
Yeah, it's degrading dominance. Like, yeah, I fucked you in your ass, bitch.
Dude, and my neighbors will borrow Achilles to bang their goats. Dude, the goat is a legend.
Stud, huh?
Oh, yeah, he has like 100 kids.
He's just living the life. That's like a super life right there.
Just gets exhausted from fucking, comes home.
Passes out.
Yeah. I pissed on him one time, though, because he was like, kept trying to headbutt me.
You had to just give him dominance. Yeah,
it worked.
Dominance back. Yeah,
I pissed on Achilles, and he's never headbutted me again.
Isn't it funny sometimes with animals, you have to like dominance?
Exactly.
I got a couple of Shiba Inus. They're like the fucking hardest, most stubborn, annoying dogs, Japanese, but they listen really well to me. People are like, oh, how'd you get it trained? Like, my dog trainer couldn't train it. Yeah, you had to just like punk it. Like, hold them on the back.
Exactly.
You little fuck. But then they respect you and they listen. If you don't show dominance, they'll just completely disrespect you, not like you.
It's like Israel. It's like you can't just let them do everything because then they live in a house covered in piss and shit.
Mm-hmm. And who knows what's going to happen with them.
Whatever it is, it's going to be funny.
I hope so. It'll be really funny to watch it collapse.
Yeah, and I'm not even like, it's not even that I want anyone to hurt. I just like when things rebalance, where you're like, what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah, it's just they've gone completely deranged, and like even lately, it's even been like worse out of Israel. They're just like shooting kids all over the place, running them over, raping people. Like they've just gone even more insane recently.
Dude, you know it's bad when I'm black knighting for Candace Owens. Like I'm literally on. Like I don't do this for people. Like I'll like retweet my friends or be like fuck you, but I'm literally like what are you guys talking about? How is she a demon? Like, I'm like backing Candace.
She's a demon from the pits of hell.
I think they're sexually obsessed with Candace. Like, I think the little Jays are like obsessed with Candace Owens.
Yeah, I think so too. They want her approval.
So bad. They view her as almost like this like beautiful exotic panther with pure power.
I think so. That's what I realized when I started calling them out, that they were like fighting for my approval.
100%.
Yeah, like, I thought it'd be total ostracization, but ostracized, but instead they're like,
No.
"Oh, you want some free concert tickets?" Like all the little Jewish agents of my friends, you know, because I was the Jew agents, they're like trying to give me things and get my approval. I'm just like, that's not what I expected.
Yeah, they want you to be like their dad that's good. They're like, will you just make me a man? They're just, they're in a lot of pain, but the future's bright as long as
I think so. No,
yeah.
I think it's bright. People are just need to realize it's bright. Don't be scared. Like we had the nuclear thing, the generation coming up now. Remember climate change? I think that's kind of done now, right?
It's done.
I think when Greta started being pro-Palestine, they're like, I guess climate change is done.
Yeah, that's funny. When the spells collide is really funny.
So yeah, they don't talk about it anymore. They talked about it nonstop, like climate change. You're a science denier if you don't believe it.
Yeah.
But they never talked about like clean water, deforestation. Right. They never talked about fixing the environment. They just, because I'm pro-environment.
Me too.
But climate change wasn't pro-environment. It was just this made up like numbers and change.
No, the people they demonize the most are the best with the, like rural white people are like the most pro-environment. It's like I planted 1,000 trees. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like look at Bryce. It's like, it's all about like cycles in nature and respecting nature and clean water and good health and all that stuff. And it's like these people with their private jets all the time. I'm not even against private jet.
Look
it's
what
just
they're doing and what they're telling you.
Yeah. Well, they just wanted to tax. They just wanted more. They wanted more control.
Yeah. Well, I already knew it was bullshit, but then I saw COVID, and then I saw it was all the exact same people pushing that or pushing climate change. Then I knew it was definitely bullshit.
Yeah. And because I think they did prohibition to get rid of the stills because rural people were making their own gasoline. Mm-hmm. Like that's what moonshine is. It's nothing. It's like you make their tractors were running on alcohol that you make with rye and wheat, and so they're like, oh no, we care about drunks. Like, what are you talking about? It's like Jacob Rothschild just really wants you to live your best life.
He doesn't want you drinking this milk. He cares about your health.
Eat Goy War, the new book by Jacob Rothschild. It's like he just wants you to be fulfilled.
There's this one. What's the guy? There's World Economic Forum, and there's like this Jewish guy who's like the number 2 guy there. He writes all these books, and he acts like how he's trying to help humanity, and he wants they should control the logarithms on social media because they're the experts. You have to trust them. He just read one of the books. It was funny because he's trying to act like he's trying to help you. I just want to see how they think, their mind, how they talk to people, and it's just funny how everything's like, oh, they're just trying to help you. Just trust the experts.
Is that gay Israeli guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I read *Sapiens*.
Yeah.
That's one reason why they hate.
There's interesting parts in it, but you just see how they think.
Yeah, and I think evolution too, like the way they describe it, that we're descended from like monkeys that fucked a little better.
A fish. It goes even worse. Like we were a fish.
Yeah, we were the scum like on the top of a pond. And it's like, because that's a way to demoralize people. To be like, you're not special. You're not made by a creator.
You were just scum from a pond.
Yeah, you're a monkey.
Everything's the same thing. I don't think I'm ever going to grow wings. I might change and adapt a little bit, but I don't think my ancestors are going to start flying one day.
Dude, the funniest is just be like, so black people are descended from monkeys? To get them to say that. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, so if you think we're all descended from monkeys, that means like black people are descended from monkeys. And they're like, they like won't say it. I'm like,
you can't say it. Did you see that sign in Congress? This guy had a sign that said "Black people aren't apes."
Aren't apes, yeah.
But it's like the dude looked like an ape.
He looked exactly like an ape.
If I was black, I'd be so pissed. Like, couldn't someone else have held that? Was he? I don't think he did it on purpose. I think he was like being serious, not realizing they literally picked the dude that looks just like a fucking ape.
Well, and don't use a negative. It's like with AI, like all your mind sees is black people are apes. Like they don't see the N apostrophe.
The guy looked just like a fucking ape, though. The guy who designs literally the worst fucking black guy you could have picked.
He might as well have had a banana in his pocket. Like it was. And the thing is, some of the most ape-like people I know are white dudes. Like I played football with this dude with like super long arms. Like I'm not even saying that black dudes are more. I just love to get them to say like, yeah, blacks are descended from monkeys because they won't do it.
That's funny, but they believe that. They say we're descended from apes, but they can't say black people are. They're ridiculous.
But now with Candace Owens, they definitely want to switch the spell. Like you see that.
Now she's an ape.
Right. Yeah.
She's a demon.
Totally.
It would be funny to be like, or not funny. Imagine being like a high school or middle school teacher and you had to teach the
us now.
Oh my God.
Because kids got to know.
Like, I just keep saying allegedly.
Yeah.
Like, I'd just be like, allegedly, and everything they said, I'd be like, oh, no, it's allegedly. But I'd say it so much that it was obvious what I was
the
doing.
Kids knew you were mocking it, too. That way the kids would be like, okay, he's all right. Because you imagine if you're trying to be serious and the kids are just like, making fun of you.
Yeah, no, I would just constantly be like, well, according to the bankers, 6 million,
The Rothschild said.
Yeah, and I'd make sure, I'm like, oh, no, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, according to his textbook company.
Robert Maxwell, who print the textbook that we're using right now.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, how can human skin be a lampshade? Like a football is made out of pig skin. Like, light doesn't go through skin.
And soap. Who would want Jew soap?
Who would want to wash their body? I make soap.
Yeah.
There's no way you would use.
Don't ever bring me Jew soap.
No. Like, why would someone want to use the soap of people they didn't like, and they were so skinny?
Doesn't
like, where's the
sense,
fat?
yeah. Maybe,
so were they starving or not?
I could maybe see like a Ben Shapiro or a Mark Levine lamp, though.
I mean, they do have very thin skin.
Especially now, maybe. Like, yeah, this is a Mark Levine. I might have to cut this part out of YouTube.
Yeah, they'll take that as a threat.
Yeah. Okay, I think we got to wrap you on Hot Twins pretty soon. Don't let them steal your bike again.
I mean, they're skid and make terrible lamps. But no, like, because I won't let it up. Like, they said that there was a roller coaster at the camp. Like, they taught me that as a kid, and now they're pretending they didn't.
Was there like jerk off machines or something?
That there really was a brothel at the camps. They could get hookers.
It's soccer teams, pools,
a
hookers.
symphony.
Yeah, it was like they were living the life. And just the lies they told were ridiculous. There was one, forget the book, this girl wrote a book where she said she was like wolves basically after she escaped. She joined a pack of like wolves and like fought the Nazis. It's just like, this is worse than Helen, almost as bad as Helen Keller.
But they don't even care. Like, they're like, in my mind it was true though. And you're like, but it's not true. They're like, no, but mommy says truth comes from the special boy's mind.
One guy got caught lying because he said he met the love. She brought him an apple
every day.
And then he goes, well, it wasn't true, but it's still true.
Yeah, it's true in my mind.
I kind of love it, just refusing to admit.
Yeah,
they just refused to admit. He was just caught red-handed. But he was still like, no, it's like true still.
He's like, it makes it even more true. You're like, dude, where do you think this goes? It's like, if you watch enough pornos, it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, you're not getting laid. Instead, you're limp dick sitting there. Well, where can people find you?
Owenbenjamin.com. If you want to take piano, courses.owenbenjamin.com. And I'm ladle.tv. All my stuff is there. They forced me to make my own thing, and now it's way better. I control all of it.
No, that's exactly. Sometimes it's good when they force you to do this stuff.
Absolutely.
It takes a little bit to realize it. Did you put the Schindler's List to music? I got to see that.
I've done a bunch of them. I mean, I've done thousands of pods.
Like so
and
funny.
I also would take away Seinfeld's laugh track, and it's just super scary. Like what they did to the Soup Nazi. The Soup Nazi was just a really good guy.
Yeah, he didn't want them not appreciating
stealing.
The soup,
he didn't want
right?
them to steal and destroy his business.
Yeah.
So they ruined him and kicked him off PayPal. It's like,
that's very Jewish.
I got kicked off PayPal.
And we know who's behind that.
It was not my pal.
Yeah, right. You criticize the Jews. Oh yeah, we're going to shut your banks down.
Or if you try and take away their victim consciousness.
Yeah,
that's what they hate. They're like, no, I am a permanent victim.
No, 6 died. Do you think you would be happy if it was like 100,000 or something? That'd be a positive. I would be like, oh man, I hope you're right.
Exactly. And then I realized what they like, so I said 6 billion because I'm a supplier. I'm like, no, if that's what you need, we can. 100 billion of you were turned into a lamp.
Turned into lamps and soap.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, man.
Thanks.
Cheers. Good times. That was great.
As many of you know, I have many controversial guests, so that comes at a cost of being demonetized everywhere. So if you want to support the program, go to fightbackpodcast.com, and I have all kinds of merch on there, whether it's jiu-jitsu, fighting, political, and other accessories. And thanks for the support.